What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was going to write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking. SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, this is Scarce here. Lots of news today. Lots of exposure. And double upload. Expose. 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 You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was going to write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Hashtag breaking SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, this is Scarce here. Lots of news today, lots of exposure and double uploads. Exposed, 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 exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was going to write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scarce here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Exposed, 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 exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Exposed, 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 exposed. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Ah, exposed. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Exposed. 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 Ah. Exposed. 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 Exposed.
I'm literally, as you're staring at birds spinning, fixing Nightbot. Now, I have StreamLabs up. Has it even mentioned StreamLabs yet?
Lots of news today, lots of exposure and double uploads.
Okay, I'm just curious, because a lot of people said that they would like to donate via StreamLabs or prefer it over Super Chats. Has anyone seen it yet? I haven't seen it. The message is in there. What did it delete? Don't, hey, Nightbot, what are you doing? Really? It's deleting symbols? Alright. I'll have to disable the damn symbols, too. Oh, Nightbot. I've seen notifications for Streamlabs.
What is up,
Okay,
ladies and
beautiful.
gentlemen?
And yeah, I'm gonna have it stop. Like, I don't care about symbols. Links, I don't really. Maybe I should enable links. No, I don't want to enable links.
I'm going to report the news.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go
do.
inside the stories.
XS emotes, I don't care about. XS caps. Abby would be devastated if I turned that on. I don't think Abby has wrote a single fucking message in my live stream, anything other but all caps. So I fixed it. Nightbot's being tweaked. Don't worry. Nightbot is being tweaked. Let me turn off the music. I know. Oh, you're still seeing birds too. Oh, sorry about the birds, and I'm very, very sorry about the music. Sorry about that. Wait, so I thought motherfuckers were kidding. There's actually a QVC vibrator video. I gotta look this up. QVC vibrator. Rock Vita QVC sex toy, maybe? No, they don't have it. No, anyway, Super Chat Cherry Poppin' time. The launch of the Sega Genesis, really. Anyway, we got some poppers in the building. Horses are satisfying. Horses are satisfying. I saw someone else too, the super chat. We got, yeah, I knew it. Papa-Doodle Doo, Deadeye. They can't take your crown, son. We got Adam coming through. Hey, Rich, do you remember rear projection type televisions? Yes, they don't seem to get mentioned much anymore, especially compared to plasmas, because I don't think they really offered anything that's better than what we have now. Whereas you could say you have better response times and color reproduction, even with like a good CRT. There's arguments that can be made. Like, it's kind of like vinyl. Like, yeah, vinyl's never going to be the main platform ever again because it's not convenient enough. But there's benefits to it, especially if you have the right turntable, which probably should be the same price as the equivalent of putting a down payment on a fucking house. But, like, no one really talks about cassettes anymore. They're making a little bit of, like, a retro boner nostalgia resurgence, but it's not really any... It's because there's no benefit to them. They don't sound better than digital formats, factually, depending on the tape form. I'm talking about compact cassettes, by the way. Yeah, they don't offer anything. What the fuck is that? Thank you for becoming... No, I'll leave that. For people becoming a member, I'll leave that. Give me a cluck and a snort and a DSP laugh, my good sir. Yes. There you go. Hey, Rich, humor... So, yeah, there's no real benefit to them, and they're usually fucking huge. Like, CRT televisions are huge. Rear projection televisions are fucking ginormous. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Can we secure a pardon for Steve Jobs? For Steve before the 25th? Oh, I thought it was Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. And a bird. Pardon, Steve, but you're a bird. And you're not really a bird. You're a fucking piece of molded plastic or porcelain, whatever the fuck. I don't even know if you're porcelain. Fuck you. Fuck you. So... I have a bone to pick with you, Rich. You know, I'm the chicken man. I work at a chicken farm, my brother. Love you, buddy. Also, Mrs. Matt. Yeah, maybe you're the one who started the whole infamous Carlos the ass-eating chicken thing. I think it was you, actually. Can we secure a pardon for Steve before the 25th? We'll have to wait and see. Hey, Rich, what are your opinions of Five Nights finally making it to consoles? I could give a shit about Five Nights at Freddy's. I've seen my brother play it. It's not my type of game. I think it's cool that it's coming to consoles. It's going to give it a broader audience. But the birds are not fans of Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm sure it's coming to Switch, too. Look here, look, listen. Okay, let's see. So we have to do...
Look here! Look, listen!
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
And,
Oh, the camera's on.
Camera's on the whole time. I should have left that in. Why didn't I leave that in? Rich, thank you for cheering me up and making me laugh. So, DBZ the King, thank you. Last month, a close friend of mine was arrested for having CP in his computer. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. It's just insane to me that the impulse is that strong where you know they're going to catch you. You know they're going to find out if you're downloading that shit. But I know it's a sickness. And that also proves how dangerous a child predator is, because it's like, all right, there's $100 bill on that electric fence, but you're going to get electrocuted. I'm going to get that $100 bill. Like, for the impulse to be that strong, you're obviously dangerous. You know what I mean? Yes, you were high. You asked what to do chickens eat. I said corn. You said they will eat corn for my hole. Now, what is that notification? That is not the sound I have for StreamLabs. Oh, Barbecue Gamer subscribed. Okay. No, I'm taking those off too. No. Todd Provolone Masucci has not become a member. I think he's been a member, but yeah, 4 months. When are you going to invite Badlands, Chunks, and Nikado into your hot tub podcast? Oh, and invite Donkey to that too. I would love to get Nikado and Avocado on, but I'm not. He seems like a really opportunistic guy, so there's not enough to gain. Like, you know, I have a sub-million channel on YouTube, which I've already gone into my subs don't mean everything spiel, so I don't care, but from his kind of personality perspective, there's nothing to gain there. And then he sees my secondary YouTube channel for live streaming, which barely has 50,000. It doesn't even have 45,000 subscribers yet. So he's not going to come on. He's not going to gain anything from it. If you say I miss Steve to Siri, says me too, and shows you some candle video in memoriam to Steve Jobs, so culty. Hey Siri, I miss Steve.
I don't understand. Hey Siri, I miss Steve. But I could search the web for it.
No, it doesn't. I guess I fell for it, but maybe it did. Did it? I could picture Apple doing something like that. When are you going to invite Bet? So I answered that one. But thank you for being a member for 4 months, man. Seriously. Tried cloud gaming on Switch. I have 25 megabits down connection. This shouldn't be the future. Did you pre-order Satisfy Swoled grip? I'm actually working with them. So I'm going to get my hands on the grip when it comes out. I can't wait to get, because I hate playing without using that grip. I either use, like I've said, but the thing that's nice about the grip is, like, here's why I prefer the Satisfy grip. Yes, they're a sponsor, so take this with whatever you want to, and I'm letting you know that for legal and ethical reasons. But with the Fixture S1 mount, it's great. I have it. It's awesome to play with the Pro controller on that. However, when you want to charge both of them, you either have to have two switch. You have to either charge one at a time, or have two switch power adapters laying around, or have two power adapters or two cords. It's still a pain in the ass. Whereas this, now keep in mind, with my custom dock, that's the asterisk. If you don't have my custom dock that I made using Nintendo Switch dock parts, this is kind of a moot point, because if you keep the grip on, you can't put it in the Switch. You can't put the grip in the Switch dock. I could leave the Satisfy gaming grip on and plop it in my little portable dock, which if it wasn't connected, I would show to you, and just keep that grip on there and just charge and just keep the grip on without having to have an extra adapter, then charge two different devices at once. I could just charge it regularly. But that's if you have. But I would never buy a third-party dock, even to this day, for your Nintendo Switch, because it probably would kill it. Unless it's a charging device that's licensed by Nintendo, which Anchor has power banks that are licensed by Nintendo. Make sure a bird always farts in your face when you're talking to me. Show me chicken 360. Beautiful, man. I just did. I had the whole chicken. Just watch the intro. Rich, speaking of pedos, I came across some info that has correlated damage or deficiency in the frontal lobe of the brain to pedophilia. Yeah, I just don't understand, man. Like, I mean, it's not only is it just all this. I really do feel murder is horrific, 150%, but a child molester is worse than a murderer. Murderers are monsters too, and I'm not defending them, but there has to be something. Like, it's just insane. Insane that it's such an impulse, it's such a sickness that, going to look at child porn, you're going to get caught. But it is what it is. Both are absolutely reprehensible, and I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to defend anybody. Let's just make that abundantly clear. I'm glad that Vanguard is coming out because Cold War is trash. Vanguard looks fine. I'll probably end up getting it. Like, there was that. Here is a perfect example as to why I have that take on a very delicate subject, Jeffrey. There was a woman from another, I forgot if she was maybe from the Netherlands. The story is true. Her origin I may have wrong. Yeah, that noise is annoying me and has to go. Thank you for Trumbull Up for subscribing. I want to thank subscribers. I'm going to leave it on, but I'll change the sound for next time. Anyway, she was, or maybe not, sexually assaulted as a child, and it was considered by her psychiatrist and a medical team to be so traumatic, something that she couldn't get over, that when she requested assisted suicide, they greenlit it. She was legally allowed to have assisted suicide. Think about that. That shows how damaging it is. So that's why I make that statement. Why shut up while I'm ahead? What am I saying here what am I saying here that's a hot take? I'm saying they're two very horrific things. I'm just explaining why one of them has a lasting horror to it that people could argue that it's worse. Yeah, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix the I just started this up. And look, man, tough topics like that are going to come up. I don't really think anything I said there was a gotcha moment for me, so I don't really give a fuck. Yes. Oh my God, Rich despises CP and murder. Guess we're going to expose him. Oh, man. You know what I mean? Like, what did I say there that was so, like, quit while you're ahead, Rich? They're going to have a gotcha moment. Rich, do you notice that if you're using third-party Joy-Con and have it docked, you can't charge a Pro Controller because they block the USB ports? No, I haven't noticed that. I haven't done that, so that's why I haven't noticed it, to be quite honest with you. Did Steve and Carlos hash things out? No, they hate each other, and that's how it's going to be. Okay, I think I'm Nick's Nerd Cave. I kind of am over that sound. I am over that sound. I need to make it something different. Bro, I'm just waiting for Modern Warfare 2 2020. I'm not touching Vanguard. I was actually playing Call of Duty. I played really bad in the match today, though. I mean, I'm not good, but yeah, I'm gonna change that sound right now. It's really bothering me. If you're wondering why I seem distracted, let me go to StreamLabs. I gotta change that sound. It's really no. Go to the dashboard. I didn't realize it was gonna. Go away. Go away, I'm a horse all day. Subscribe. No, I don't want to test the subscriber. I want to subscribers. Sound. Well, we don't even want that. I'm going to just disable it for now. I'll fix this later. I'll disable it because that's going to be annoying if I get a bunch of people that sub. Yeah, some things are worse than death in some ways. It is common sense. Yeah, you know, I don't even know why I have to explain it. I know that's a sensitive subject, but it just shows how sick and dangerous child or potential child molesters are. That their impulses are so uncontrollable that they know they're going to do something that's going to destroy them. Because it's not just, okay, that guy may get a couple year, whoever that super chatter was, they're going to get a couple year prison sentence. Like, the prison sentence is not, but then you're for the rest of your life known as a person that downloaded child pornography. And that's it. It's over. That's what I say about EDP. You know what I mean? It's over. His life is done. I'm surprised they even have him. I think someone said he's doing Lyft now, driving people around on Lyft. That's not going to last. As soon as they find out about it, he's going to get fired. I'm surprised he has, if he hasn't already. You know? Many YouTubers throw their life away because of it. Not just YouTubers, human beings. How many politicians? How many, you know what I mean? Celebrities and you know, it's people do it. And that's what's like, look at To Catch a Predator in and of itself. Think what you want to about Chris Hansen, but he got a lot of, at least got, those guys, even if they didn't end up getting a prison sentence, are still nationally known, literally, for doing what they did. So at least now people know that generic white male in his tucked in tank top that was the color of a manila envelope, Captain Ball Scratcher, Captain Chocolate Chip Cookies, Captain, even in 2005 his fucking hairstyle was outdated. Okay, from what I heard, he never went to jail, but at least people know that he's a disgusting, horrible piece of shit and keep your kids away. And on top of it, I'm sure that still, people say I heard someone even lives near him and he's like in their neighborhood and like he's actually well off. Hope he is, because he probably would have had a real tough time getting employment after that. So, you know, you're going to, but good, you know, I'm glad that punishment's out there and I'm glad people are made an example like that, because if that wasn't the case, more of these sick son of a bitches would be more emboldened to do something that would ruin a child. You know? So I'm not really into modern setting shooters. I don't care if it's modern setting, if it's a, you know, I was playing more of Far Cry 6. I just don't like it. I don't think I'm going to try it a little more before I just feel like the guns feel like shit. And then I go play Back 4 Blood is horrible dialogue, but the guns feel so good. They're weighty. They feel like it feels satisfying when you shoot one of whatever they're called, eaters, horse eaters, or bird eaters. Are you a bird eater? But like, yeah, I don't know. If a first person shooter is good, I don't care if the setting. I don't care if the character I'm playing is a bird. It could be a bird, and I'm shooting other birds, and they're having a bird war. It's chickens versus turkeys. Like, Carlos is like the Master Chief of birds, and Steve is the Covenant, and they're just shooting at each other. These fucking pieces of poultry. Point is, I don't care. If it's a good game, it's a good game. I don't care where the first-person shooter setting is, so long as it's enjoyable. Why car buying is so hard now? 12,000 cars are... Because, you know why? Because the new car market is fucked because of the semiconductor shortage. So people are going to the used car market, which is increasing the prices because the demand is going up. And when demand goes up, they could charge a premium. CP is one of those things that everyone, no matter your race, gender, political affiliation, or choice of bubblegum, agree is, yeah, fucking disgusting. The only people who don't agree with that are pedophiles. There's no other way around it. There's no justifiable defense for defending it. It's horrific, and it's anyone who is involved in it and anyone who condones it is abhorrent and disgusting and terrible people. And, I think we could just end that right there. Coke or Pepsi? If I'm gonna Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi is I'm not oh, one is so they taste fine. I'm trying to think. I've had both a Diet Coke and a Diet Pepsi recently, and there's just not enough of a. I mean, they taste different, but I'm talking in terms of would I go over... I wouldn't prefer one over the other. I don't... They're both fine, you know? Rich is building a farm army to take over YouTube. I'm calling it right now. Carlos leads the charge, yes. Carlos is going to be vice president, and Steve is going to be the secretary of birds. And I am going to be the head motherfucking middle-aged man in charge, man. That's how I would start my presidential speech. Could you imagine if Donald Trump or Joe Biden just walked up to the podium and just the first thing he did was, I just need to fart on this mic real quick. I believe I am going to blow ass on this microphone, making it even more tremendous, and I think more than likely I have a tremendous brown stain in my tremendous underwear. Wrong. Dr. Pepper I like too. Diet Dr. Pepper. I don't like either of the three. I'll drink the diet versions of them if they're there. Apologies for triggering your hatred for the noise. No, why? I'll have a subscriber notification because dude, in 2021, man, someone clicking the subscribe button on your channel is a huge fucking compliment. But just that, where it sounds like I'm spilling jewelry over the floor while I'm wiping my hand across a Casio keyboard is not fucking okay. How much to get me to light a fart on fire? I don't think I could do that. That'd be considered self-harm, so no chance in hell. And honestly, knowing myself, I would either light my microphone on fire or I would light myself on fire, and I don't want to light the microphone on fire, and shockingly more important, I don't want to light myself on fire and die. Just sorry about that. Imagine Barack Obama went up there during his re-election campaign in 2012 and just I'm sorry about that. Just thought I was gonna blow some ass in the microphone before Joe came out with me. Joe, come here. Yeah, what did you say about my iguana? Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the Vice President of the United Horse, Barack Obama. Carlos' main gun would be called Buck Cluck. But I'm just saying, my point before stands, I don't care what the characters are in a video game. If it's enjoyable and like the context isn't like, I'm not story driven either, but it still needs to have a story that's like bad dialogue can ruin a game for me. You know, even if it's like during gameplay. Like there's really bad dialogue in Back 4 Blood. It doesn't ruin it, but it definitely dulls down the experience. So, what's the highest you've been and how did it go? The highest I actually was shit I had when I was like 21. This stuff is controlled because I know how much I'm taking. I was at a friend's house. He had a big ass fucking bong that literally was like up to here. I'm not even exaggerating. It was one of those ones you had to stand on his bed to take a hit of it, and I did, and it was like, so you see this big, you saw the whatever the fuck it's called. I've never really used bong minus that 1 or 2 times, where it like filled up, and you pull out the thing, and all you get all the smoke in, and yo, I was like talking minutes later, there was still smoke coming out of my lungs. Probably wasn't really good for me, but I was so lit up after that, man. I was lit the fuck up, and never again. That was awful. And I think there was probably something else in that. So, no, that didn't go well either. I was like freaking out. Thought I was going to have to go to the hospital or something. And it was like all in my head too, because like my friend talked me out of it, and then I was perfectly fine. Because that's the thing, like, if you're not used to it. And the thing was, I would smoke hard. I only smoked a few times at that time. Now, like I said, I have a medical marijuana card. I had all 100% legal stuff, dispensary. Even though I only smoked a few times, I would smoke like I was a fucking marijuana champ. So when I took a hit, it was a huge hit. When I took a hit off a bong, it was a huge bong. Bowl didn't matter. So I would be lit the fuck up. So especially if it was laced with something, which I think that time it was, because the other times I had really good experiences mostly. So I took a huge hit and it was laced with something. So you don't have to worry about that shit now, because weed is becoming slowly but surely legal. Eventually at a federal level it will be. And now you know what you're getting in it. Back then, your next door neighbor, the drug dealer, may have pissed in the weed to make it way more. Like, and you literally may be smoking another man's urine. Can we talk about the article you sent me? Yes. Yes. Tomorrow. Here's why. I want to have some stuff, some other research backing it up. I was a hair trigger away from doing it tonight and making it the main topic, but I want to have some other stuff along with it, because I can't talk about that in the YouTube video anymore. Gone are the days that I could talk about that in the YouTube. That shit would get limited ads and 12 people would see it. You know what's funny though is that my streams usually stay monetized, and I say way more vile things in my streams than I say in my YouTube videos are like homogenized and like PG-13 sometimes at most, and usually PG. But my shit isn't made for kids, but you know, no, I wouldn't watch my stuff around my kids. No. Where I'm at, weed is illegal as hell, but there are dispensaries that use stoner 420 memes to advertise to medical marijuana card holders. Are you in the States or are you in a country? Like I didn't realize that in the UK weed is still like a no-no over there. Giggity goo. Peter, how you doing? I'm doing wonderful, man. How the fuck are you? Launch of the Sega Genesis in 1989. Okay, YouTube algorithm, you sold me on this. This we could watch. I'm doing pretty good, Peter. Oh, you're in the Midwest. Okay. Display capture. Turn off the Nintendo Switch. I have to see this. Here we go. Is the mic sound on? Yes, it is. All right. Why are men horses? I'm in Oklahoma, so it's easiest. Yeah, it's easiest. You have to have a physical ailment, though. Like, I have shoulder issues. Like, you can't you can't just say, "Oh, I have anxiety," because they won't do it. That's not considered enough for you to get it, even if you're diagnosed with an anxiety disorder. But yeah, it's fairly easy here to get it too. Just made $2,000 off Tesla stock. Then I'm going to dump that into a dividend fund. Oh, dude, good for you, man. That's great. Congratulations. Holy fuck. Rich, the birds are multiplying. I think you may want to get that checked. I love these birds. They're beautiful birds and they're handsome birds. Peter, what the fuck is wrong with you? Embrace my birds, man.
$30 million.
It was the exhilaration of having something new.
And not only is there need to be a tax infrastructure, yeah, you can't just greenlight it and make it legal. Like even New York State made it legal, but it's not. They made it legal recreationally, but you're not going to be able to get it until like almost the end of 2022, because there has to be something that there has to be an infrastructure set up for it so they could tax it. And here's the thing that this is not going to happen, and this is why it won't be legal federally. Beyond all that, the corporations want to monopolize it, and they're trying to figure out a way. Once they figure that out, then it will be legal federally. You think they're going to let these mom and pop shops be around with something that's going to be in so high demand? Fuck out of here.
People had never played games on their TV before. They had never...
Oh, there's no qualifying, so it's even easier out there. Shit, man. What crypto are you buying these days? I'm not, dude, you know why I'm not going to talk about it? Because I always get shit for talking about it. And I don't want to be seen like these other YouTubers. Some of them were involved in pump and dump schemes. You know, I'm not as relevant as them. But people were criticizing me before, and I kind of get it. So I don't want to really... I'm invested in some stuff, and I'm just leaving it there. And whatever happens with it, happens with it. You know? In Massachusetts, marijuana is legal there recreationally, but there is thriving black market due to a glut of product coming from other states. Thanks for having me over, first time listener. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. So why is there a black market when it's legal there? There's due to a glut of product coming from other states. But why would they need it from other states if it's already legal in your state? Is the pricing too high? Is that why?
Gone to an arcade and put a quarter in other than a pinball machine and had something very visual.
As fast as the video game industry hit the marketplace, it was gone. By 1985, sales plummeted to a record low of $100 million. But in 1986, Nintendo used improved technology to lead the resurgence of the home video market.
It was a lot of marketing. It wasn't just technology. It was they marketed the Nintendo different. They purposely made it look like a VCR in the States, so it looked like a component in your like stereo set, you know, or your stereo component system, because those were a thing back in the 80s. Now everyone just has a phone and at best a Bluetooth speaker that they link up with the phone. But that's why it looked the way they did. It wasn't just the... Yes, it was graphically superior to the Atari 2600, 5200, and even the 7800. It was more... Its sound capability was definitely way more capable. $70 for a legal eighth in MA. Well, that's why. So the black market can undercut them. But I would rather pay... I'm in a position where I can pay more. I'm not, you know, that doesn't pass over my head. I'm self-aware. But I would pay more for it just because I know that there's no other shit in it that I don't want. Former Speaker of the House John Boehner is heavily invested in marijuana after being publicly against it while in Congress for so many years. Gee! Now, I'm just going by a super chat, but if that is true, that's what I'm talking about, man. He's invested in it, and he knows what's going to happen is the companies he's invested in, if this is true, this is all speculation, they're going to try to get laws passed in their favor so they kind of have a monopoly. That's what they want. That's really why it's not legal on a federal level yet. You think it's because they have concerns about it? No, weed has been known for fucking decades upon decades. Obviously, more research can always be done to generally be very safe. And I think it's factually to say now it's much safer than alcohol. But until they could get their hands around it, man, and the corporations can stranglehold other people out, it's going to remain illegal, and they'll piss poorly hide behind it's still considered a class, but it can be dangerous, or all this other shit, which is bullshit. Dispensaries don't always destroy overstock, yeah. And then they go on the black market for people who just want to get it recreationally, not have a marijuana card, and get it cheaper. And it's not like the expiration. Okay, there's an expiration date on weed, on that shit. I get it. But even if you put it in a freezer, man, and use it 3 months even after, you'll be fine. Don't go by me, but I've done that before where I put my shit in the fridge or freezer, and but ask your doctor about any of that shit. Wasn't this game on The Simpsons? What, golf? The medium for entertainment has shifted from films through music, 60 video games in the 90s to today. Yeah, absolutely. The gaming industry is bigger than the movie industry, especially now. Especially after fucking COVID destroyed Hollywood, man. I don't know exact numbers, but I don't think Hollywood's ever going to be... It may have not destroyed it, but it's never going to be the same again. You know what I mean? Andrew Morales. Richard, you see the new Intel 12900K? I have not. I'm interested in it, though. It's going to be that time. Is that using DDR5 memory? I didn't look into it that much. I heard it's out. I wanted to look up some specs on it. Does it use DDR5? No, weed is not the same thing. They brainwashed us back in the 90s and 80s to think weed was just as bad as heroin. It's absolutely not. Now we're getting to the point where someone's like, yeah, I'm going to go pick up aspirin and go pick up some gummies. You want some? That's where it should be, too. The medium for, yeah, so I agree with that one. I just heard your intro tune in a video named Kingdom Hearts by... Was it really? Super Butter Buns? We'll have to watch that after this. I like it. Super Butter Buns. Super Butter Buns. Super Butter Buns. Super Butter Buns. Super Butter. The butter, 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 the butter, the butter, butter, the butter, butter, the Super Butter Buns. Yeah! Hey, Rich, been watching you on and off since starting watching YouTube in 2010. That is going to be 12 years ago soon. That is very humbling. I'm very thankful, but very depressing, like I always say, because that means that time goes by real quick, because 2010 feels like it was just yesterday. Been really enjoying your live streams, especially during the last 2 weeks. I had a really good friend and shipmate pass away. I'm very sorry to hear that, man. It's, and I get in it. I appreciate those kind of even more because I've been in dark places, and YouTube channels have helped me a lot with that too. So to hear that I have that effect on other people is very humbling. So thank you. So I wish you the best, and I'm sorry to hear about your friend. Weed was moved from Class C to Class B in UK after research linked it to psychosis and schizophrenia development. Good, solid, evidence-backed research. Oh, okay. So they made it a more serious drug? I would have to see some other research on that, though. How many different universities were in the research? Yeah, I would have to see more than just, one study as extensive as it was. When there needs to be multiple things of research. Multiple bodies of research, I should say. Rich, just give me a thrust. Show me some lust. Oh, we're going dark places here. From the groin to the bus, in desire we trust. The House of Osmond lyrics from the YouTube video. Oh, God. Peter and his wonderful lyrics. Jeez, what is that? Who is that? I don't even know the artist. Only reason Hollywood is in Los Angeles is Thomas Edison demanded royalties in New Jersey, New York for his film tech. Furthest place from him and his goons was in Cali. Interesting. Really? Really? Is that the real fucking reason? You guys are throwing way too much knowledge at me tonight that I can't verify just on stream right now. I started taking the gummies after moving back to Nevada. It works a lot better for my anxiety and depression issues. That's what I was prescribed in Idaho. Yeah, and I hear that a lot too, man. But here's the thing. I'm always more responsible with that. I'm not your physician. I'm not your psychiatrist. Always ask them first. You know what I mean? That's the most important thing, because I'm in no position to, oh, this will help you, this won't help you, this will help you. You know what I mean?
And with Atari and Sega also in the market, sales once again soared, reaching over $1 billion.
Is that Muscle? Wait, why are they showing music from Altered Beast while showing... Or that doesn't look like Muscle. It looks like
they
some
provided
game.
a little more color, a little more action. Instead of blocky graphics, they were very high-quality color. And it was arcade titles that people were familiar with.
That is the most 1989 hairstyle I've ever seen. Like, I know there's mohawks and mullets, yes, but like the average Bill, this is a Bill. We're going to call him Bill. I don't know his name, but he's Bill. Like, that's how Bill looked. Everyone I knew that was this guy back in the 80s was a Bill. They all had the Bill cuts. Hell of a Boss is the name of the video. I got that from Adult Cartoon, not the extent those lyrics. Okay, I'm sure it's not if it's on YouTube. This guy is a Bill, without a question. This guy has a mustache like a Bill. He has a shirt like a Bill. He has a hairstyle like a Bill. He has a face like a Bill. He has nipples like a Bill. Like, they're over here. His nipples are like, they're looking towards different zip codes. Like, there may be two different oceans where his nipples are looking at. Let's go.
Super Mario Brothers and Space Harrier, things like that they had been playing in the arcades, but now they could play them at home without having to drop a quarter in the slot.
The technology that made
There's just no time to die, Richard.
home videos possible is called an N-bit system. Now Sega has introduced Genesis, a revolutionary 16-bit system that improves gameplay opportunities.
The bits, the fucking bits. No one knew what bits were. No one knew what an address bus was. No one knew anything. It just sounded bigger. Like 4K now and 8K. And now we talk about how many teraflops of compute. No one knows really what a fucking teraflop is except the hardware and software engineer. They don't know a fucking thing about it. Just more flops equals more power. You know, 32-bit and Nintendo, literally Nintendo 64 was called the Nintendo 64 because it, on paper, had a 64-bit processor, but from what I've read is that the bus, there wasn't enough the RAM didn't have the bandwidth to handle 64-bit code, so a lot of games were written in 32-bit code, written for 32-bit anyway. There was only a handful of games that were actually using the 64-bit capabilities of the processor because there was just a bandwidth bottleneck. Can you please do another Nikado Avocado? Yes, we can do that.
Opportunities, graphics, memory, and sound. This new technology made its nationwide debut in Manhattan with Donald Trump on hand.
Oh, that is weird. This was the most tremendous. This console is beautiful. It is slick. It is sexy. That is why I condone this console. It is tremendous. Come here, Sega. I will make sure that my comb over looks fantastic and my penis is well spray tan for you. Yo, you just can't get away from it. Like, Rich, why do you end up always talking about politics like Mr. Joseph Biden and Mr. Donald J. Trump? Because they're fucking everywhere. Why he's in a Sega? Why is he in a Sega Genesis? Like, what is this even? What's going on? I'm gonna go take a shit later, and he's just gonna be sitting in my bathroom staring at me. Rich, why do you talk about him? Because he's fucking everywhere, literally and metaphorically. I don't care that he's like 90. Donald Trump is fucking right now. I'm having the most tremendous sex. I get a boner just like I'm 14 still. Believe me. Like, he's everywhere. He's fucking everywhere. Rich, more flops equals more Tim Allen in Distance Grunts. Looks around. Tim Allen. Like that one?
And as kids and parents.
Like, what does, like, Don, yeah, well, hey, I'm going to be cooking, I'm going to be making a salad today. You better put in extra fucking cucumber, you piece of shit. Why are you here? Well, believe me, I am everywhere. I was the president of the United States, so while you are taking your shit, I will stare at you and take pictures, believe me. I don't get, like, Sega Genesis launched, Donald Trump, okay, all right.
Challenged each other to Sega's newest games, Cumulus Baseball and Altered Beast. I love it. I think it's great.
But you know what? I believe them. You know, I understand, like, this is like their, well, it's a news thing, so they could say it was crappy, but, you know, when I saw Altered Beast the first time, because it was such a jump in visuals from the NES and even the Sega Master System, you were blown away. You didn't think of, like, even, like, you go back and play Double Dragon now, the NES version from a gameplay standpoint is better, but you always wanted to play the arcade version, even though it was a mindless beat 'em up, because it looked better. Birds.
The best I've ever seen. I liked it. It's pretty cool.
Oh my God, more 80s hair there. My cousins, when they were when they were kids, had hair just like that. Barack America and Donald Care. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun, with Corn Pop being a bad dude. No, yeah, it looks like she took a whole fucking bottle of Aquanet. It's like, yeah, she like stuck her fingers in that was an 80s hairstyle. I'm going to stick my fingers in an electrical socket and just as I'm electrocuting myself, spray the Aquanet. Then just cut off the fucking power. Rambo's epic 16-bit nipples. This is for Rambo. It's not there. It's not there. It's gone. It's not there, birds. I don't have it. Rich Little imitation. I don't know who the fuck Richard Little. I can't do Richard Little or Little Richard. So anyway, let's Queen Aquanet over here.
The 16-bit microprocessor allows for enhanced graphics, more memory capability, stereo sound, depth perception, simulated 3D. You now have a game that is richly enhanced, a game that is very, very similar to that you would find in the arcade.
Night Court.
Well, I'm 99% positive. He just passed away recently. But I'm 99% positive. I forgot what I was going to say. No, I didn't forget what I was going to say. That the Sega Genesis, the hardware was based around an arcade cabinet board for the Sega. They literally took an arcade board and just consoleized it.
Harry Anderson, an avid video game player, has also tried Sega's Genesis.
You have a background moving one direction, you have a character moving another direction. You have
Harry Anderson, he just passed away.
Or the ball in the baseball game moving yet another direction, and the illusion from a magical point of view is remarkable.
Sales of video games show no sign.
Yeah, it didn't have sprite scaling, though, as you could see. That's why this game looks like shit.
Is slowing down as the industry heads into the 90s. And the future?
Really, as far as the imagination
Bill is back. Thank God.
can take you, there are a lot of engineers working on pretty exciting products right now. One of those is a room that you could walk into, for example.
No, they actually pulled that shit with the PS2 a little bit, too. Like, oh, it was 128 bits. I think they were... I'm not even sure what bus they were talking about in there. But, yeah, but the bits was a big thing for a while. It was the bits bullshit gimmick marketing peak was during the fifth generation the most. Fourth and fifth. Like with the Sega, because the fourth would be like Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. Yes, because the fifth generation would be the N64, PlayStation 1, Saturn, then we went on to the sixth. Okay. Eighth, ninth gen is X64 with not just X86. Always bothers me that people don't refer to them correctly as it implies less compatible. Yes, I've used the people, technically not technically, it's the PS4 and Xbox One are X86 64-bit. This is so much oh yeah, God, it's totally 1989.
For example, you'd see an environment rather than just a tunnel of a screen. You'd have a whole view around you of an environment similar to a holodeck in the Star Trek series.
He has that Kip from Napoleon Dynamite mustache, man.
Which again, it's very futuristic.
There is so much happening, and basically what we're attempting to do is stay with the state-of-the-art technology.
What was that? Oh, man. The console wars 1989. I'll bite.
Game Boy. It is the video game craze, the Nintendo craze, but as our consumer editor Paula Lyon...
See, you ever notice, though, for everyone who didn't believe me, like the NES was never called the NES back then. It was the Nintendo. Like, I don't even think we called the Master System. We just called it Sega. Do you have Sega or Nintendo? Obviously, most people said Nintendo. But you never called it the Sega Master System or the NES. That's a thing now but back then, like, gaming was just Nintendo almost. Maybe Sega, like I said, but that wasn't that often. But it was just Nintendo back during the NES days. That was, oh, you have a Nintendo? It was gaming was so synonymous with Nintendo. Like, you know, you would have old people be like, you could have had Atari 7800. Oh wow, he's playing the Nintendo. It's like, oh, why don't you Google it now? You know what I mean? Genesis had a Motorola 68,000, very popular, used in arcade cabinets. The architecture was used in Mac Power PCs up until Apple went Intel. Yep, and it was the same processor that I believe was in the Macs, right? 68,000, plain Jane 68,000 was in there.
Lyon shows us this year Nintendo may be up against some serious competition.
Get your Game Boy! I give it an A. Nintendo!
We're in the thick of television's annual commercial assault.
And you know why Sega went with like Michael Jackson and like Tony Montana? Because back then Nintendo had like a stranglehold on third-party developers where if they made a game for Nintendo's platform, they couldn't release it on another platform for like years after, or at least a year, I think. So what would that do? It would just turn into a vicious cycle of where developers were like, all right, you know, we have to wait to release the game for at least a year. And by the time we re-release the game on another platform that no one's buying because you can't get the same amount of games for it, we're just never going to make the games for other platforms. And yeah, that definitely, because the Sega Master System technically was superior. And not a much different outcome. I'm sure Nintendo still would have, you know, won between the NES versus the Sega Master System, but it would have been there would have been a hell of a lot of market share loss but they monopolized. They were a monopoly back then, Nintendo, in the gaming industry. They were strong-armed motherfuckers, man. Like if people wanted to bring, if a corporation wanted to bring their gaming hardware into a store, Nintendo would be like, oh, you want to have competitor C's console in the gaming section next to ours? I guess we'll just have to not give you any of our shipping anymore. And that was at a time that there were companies like Toys R Us making double digits of their like revenue from just selling Nintendo products. So what would they do? Nintendo would call Toys R Us, oh, this company wants to sell their console at your store. Well, we'll just get rid of 20% of, we'll just have to not have our products at your store, and we'll get rid of 20% of your revenue. What do you think they would do? They would be like, yeah, we're not going to sell this other company's product. We're just selling Nintendo. Whatever Nintendo does, like, they were strong-arm motherfuckers, man. The Ouya. I've literally used the Ouya as a doorstop before. I'm not exaggerating. I don't even know where the Ouya is. It's probably still being a doorstop somewhere that I don't live anymore. So that's why they had, my point being, getting back on track here, that's why they had like celebrities like Michael Jackson and famous people like with football and Buster Douglas boxing and all that stuff, because they're like, well, how can we get, if we can't get the games from Konami, which ended up happening a couple years later, or the games from Capcom, which there were some that slipped through the cracks. However, like Strider, for example, Sega had to reprogram for the console. Excellent port. So I think that's the same with Ghouls and Ghosts too. That's how they got around it. Weird stuff, man. Nintendo is not all cute and family. Hey, Nintendo actually had prostitution hotels back in the day. Did you know that? They were called love hotels, and the CEO at the time used to fuck in them all the time. Look it up if you don't believe me.
Video game makers are spending $155 million in their battle for the consumer's buck, even though there's never been much of a contest out there. Nintendo has been the hottest, best-selling toy for 3 years running, and has cornered over 90% of the video game.
90% of the market. So think about it. When a retailer tried to stand up to them, no, like if someone else tried to enter the market and you're a retail store who makes a huge chunk of your revenue just from selling Nintendo's products at your store, and Nintendo goes, you dare sell one of our competitors here, we're pulling out a huge chunk of your revenue, you are going to succumb. You're going to be enslaved to them. And that's how they were a monopoly. I just found out about the Sony add-on for the SNES, Nintendo PlayStation. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot, Nintendo. Yeah, who knows, man? There may not be a PlayStation 5 behind us. And honestly, with the way the rest of Sony's product, like saying is Sony never became a standalone gaming company where they had the PlayStation division, there may not be Sony now if you really think about it, because what really else is standout products? Not that they're bad products, they're great products. I guess Sony TVs sell okay, but no one's clamoring, even though that new Sony smartphone, I may have to buy that, where it has a 1-inch sensor built in for the camera. But, you know, Sony may just not cease to exist now, or be a much smaller player. They'd be like a smaller company where people don't really like you'll see like just them sell a couple TVs at like Best Buy. Kind of like, I know Sharp would be like an example of that. I don't know how well Sharp's doing right now. They may be a huge company, but you get my point. But Sony may still be around if they never got into PlayStation, but they would not be as big as they are now. Or were back then. Like Sony's tagline when you bought like Sony, like if say you bought a cassette recorder, a compact cassette recorder for your component stereo system, or a mini disc player or whatever, back in like the 80s and 90s, they used to have that logo called It's a Sony, because their brand was so synonymous with high-end electronics. They're not really like, they're known for electronics now, obviously, but people just now are synonymous with PlayStation, Sony's products. Everything else is kind of sort of, I know like their mirrorless cameras are a huge thing. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I don't think, but I don't know. It would be a much different Sony now if it wasn't for PlayStation. Oh yeah, Sony Explode. What a stupid, overly edgy, trying hard name. Nintendo versus Sega is living proof that competition is good for the consumer. One of the elements of capitalism that actually does work. Yeah, like, why do you think and what Sega did to get the console in homes with the marketing, the Genesis does what Nintendo, that really in-your-face marketing worked. It did. Having the celebrities, even though the games shockingly weren't that great behind them, Moonwalker was okay, but still not great, worked. And then developers were like, your competitor is pretty much, at the time, a close in size platform to you. Yeah, we're going to make games for their platform too, and if you don't like it, fuck you. And Nintendo finally had to, succumb. And Sega really gave Nintendo during the 16-bit era a run for their money in the States too, Beagle Boy. Verizon can kick rocks. My SIM card stopped working. Had to spend $1.50 at a corporate Verizon store to get a new one. $1.50? Usually they just replace the SIM cards. That's weird. Even at their, I think the last time I went to Verizon they did that. Don't quote me on that though. Did you ever like Sony? Oh yeah, we had Sony Trinitron TVs were great. They were during the CRT era. Sony was top dog, and they had some of the best pictures out there. Biggest lost opportunity. NEC held in their hands the exclusive rights for a Mortal Kombat port for TurboGrafx, and NEC Japan said nah. Oh wow, is that true? Oh, that hurts. Oh, that really hurts. I have to pee though. But oh man, that would have been huge, huh? Too bad that console came standard with a 2-button controller. Oh, $1.50 hours. Okay. Thought it was just $1.50. Sorry. I'll be right back. I was just thinking I really should pay someone to do a fart compilation for my live streams. That would be a lot of work and I wouldn't have the time to do it, but it would be fun.
Market. This Christmas could be Nintendo's biggest and best super selling season, but will it be its last?
Why did it have to be a super selling? Oh God, it's so 80s. And the thing is, we thought the 80s were edgy back then, man. But when you look back, it was still so fucking like homogenized, and he left behind his parents as well as his wife and 4 young kids. He died unexpectedly at home from a heart attack at 43. Never take for granted the people in your life as they can be taken in an instant. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Honest Shipman. I appreciate that, and I'm very sorry to hear that once again. I genuinely am. So, glad my streams got your mind off of things.
Some toy industry analysts think so. Why? They cite recession, increased competition, and Nintendo's own market saturation. 29 million American homes, that's nearly 1 in 3, already have Nintendo.
I think the level of business done in the category.
And you know, that's just, it's so funny now because that, like, I almost feel like a company now with how big gaming has become, if they only had 30 million sold in like 3 years, they would be like disappointed. I mean, it was a much smaller mark. You got to realize they thought gaming was done after the gaming crash of 83. It was 83, right? I always get that wrong. They thought it was over. They thought that, all right, that gimmick's done. So for that to be almost, for the industry to almost be considered essentially dead, to come back to where a company is making a piece of hardware where it's almost in 1 in 3 American homes, it's crazy, man. Like now it seems like, oh, only 30 million or a little less than 30 million in 3 years on the market. And now it would kind of seemed a little disappointing. Not terrible, but disappointing. Back then, that was like, holy shit.
Is certain to decline, if for no other reason than most households already have their hardware. So if they're only going to buy software going forward, that's a lot less money that's going to be spent on the category.
If decline's coming, kids don't know it. Almost every day after school, these Dobbs Ferry, New York kids gather to play Nintendo.
I like Super Mario Brothers 3 because, you can...
Everything was about Super Mario Brothers 3 back then. You could not escape this fucking game. You could have went to a deli and there would have been someone playing it on like a CRT behind the fucking counter. Yeah, it was the home console crash, and more specifically, it really just hit stateside. The gaming industry was fine in the rest of the world. However, I still think it must be said, if... Oh, Super Mario Bros. 3 is excellent. Sean McCarthy. I don't think the gaming industry would be where it is today if Nintendo didn't penetrate the market with the Nintendo Entertainment System back in the mid-'80s, though. I think everyone can agree on that. Yes, it was for consoles only, and yes, it was in the States. But it's just how it is, man. Things that happen in the States have a ripple effect on the rest of the world, in case you haven't noticed. This is the most 80s still image ever, by the way. Like, you can't get any more 80s than everything going on here. I don't know, AB. Possibly. But, yeah, so Dan Wolf, you're right. And that's a misnomer. That's a piece of information that people miss. Like, this wasn't a global gaming crash. It was just a stateside gaming crash. And again, more specifically, it was just consoles. However, I still feel if it wasn't for Nintendo lifting up the gaming industry in the States, that gaming as a whole wouldn't be where it is right now. I think we could all... I don't have a crystal ball and can't go back and change history, but... Or have a time machine and go back and change history, but I think most of us can agree on that.
Do a lot of stuff that you, can't do in real life, like you can fly. I like the game because, like it's just like a TV show, but you're like...
These kids are old as fuck like me right now.
Acting it out, and you're not even in it.
What was that game? What was this?
When I do get a new game, it's fun to play it a lot because it's like exploring a new place that you've never been before.
That's Xanadu, right? Tom Holzer. That was such an 80s thumbnail. 80s outfits right here.
But in America, the Nintendo system's brain is an 8-bit computer chip, a technology...
Nintendo system. See, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't even just me. Even like when there were journalists out there, the Nintendo. That's all it was called. It was never called the Nintendo NES. We never went to a friend's house and called it an NES.
Technology rapidly becoming outmoded. Nintendo has a more powerful 16-bit system already hot in Japan, but it won't arrive in the States till late next year.
That chip was weird though, man, because that was a slog of a chip in there. I forgot it was like it was kind of, the Apple IIG was very similar. They actually used those as dev kits initially for the SNES. And when they developed the SNES, they kind of knew the processor was a dog, this main CPU, but they developed the picture processing unit was very capable with like the Mode 7 effects and shit like that. These kids are fried on Xanax. Oh, that's sweet of you. Get your Nintendo tapes. I hated when people call them tapes because they kind of did in a little way look like VCR to everything was a tape. I know people that still with their hey, get your phone. I don't say it, thank God, but that's how you know people my age are becoming they're getting to boomer status. Because hey, could you record that on your phone? People will still say my age, tape that on your phone. Like, what the fuck, tape? Where's the fuck is the tape that goes in this thing? Do you remember The Wizard with Fred Savage? Yes, I watched that movie numerous times. It featured Mario 3 at the end game. Such a great memory for me, and it was such a bet. It was literally a giant advertisement for Super Mario 3. California, fuck California. I'm not specifically saying fuck California. I'm making fun of the line from the movie. California is a wonderful place. I actually had a lot of fun out there.
Year.
What Nintendo?
And also remember, too, beyond the celebrity names, is that Sega was known, especially back then, for their arcade games, and to be able to port those games over to a system because it was almost as capable as your arcade boards in your arcade machines was a big. So you had the celebrity names that they were pushing out there, and the really good arcade ports. Like Golden Axe is a not perfect but good arcade port. You know, Strider, excellent port, not perfect, but actually I think in some ways it may be slightly superior. My old dad calls his iPhone the Verizon. So yeah. Like, that's what, get your Nintendo tapes off the ground. Not NES tapes, Nintendo tapes.
16-bit Genesis system by Sega. Genesis does it all.
How do you throw away a garbage can? What the hell are you talking about, sir?
Sega's Genesis is Nintendo's nemesis. It's one of two.
I'm sure Donald Trump was playing his Sega Genesis back then. He was playing Strider. I was just playing Sonic the Hedgehog completely naked with a bunch of beautiful women tugging on my penis.
Two 16-bit systems that are already in the U.S. Sega clearly
First game that gave me a boner? Like that I no game ever gave me a boner, but oh God, there's so many, man. Like, I remember around the time of the video game crash, because they had fire sales just trying to get rid of anything gaming related. My dad bought a refurbished, I remember it was wrapped in cellophane. He bought it in a refurbished ColecoVision. I shit you not. And I remember playing Donkey Kong on there. While he was having like a business meeting with this guy from work, and he hooked it up after he got it. So that was a pretty big deal. That was like my first solid memory. But it's weird, I know there were memories before, because he had an Atari 2600 before that, but that was the first solid one I remember. I'm not sure, man. We'll see where it goes. We're an hour and a half in the stream, so we'll see. So I think that's a pretty good memory. I also always talk about the story. I had this in one of my videos too. Oh no, maybe I didn't have this in a video, but I have mentioned it before numerous times, where kindergarten graduation, my friend Carl got Castlevania. I stupidly got Donkey Kong Math. We were allowed to pick out a game because we graduated kindergarten. And then we went back to his house. We put in Donkey Kong Junior Math. It's even a bad educational game. It's just a bad game altogether. So not only was it an educational game, which it was a bad educational game. We had it in the system for like 2 seconds, then we put Castlevania in, and we never went back to that game. And then I had to go home with this piece of garbage game because it was opened. And my friend's mom came to our apartment because she knew I was disappointed with the game. She went out and bought Castlevania for me so I could play it. That's part of how I got into Castlevania. Well, that's actually all of how I got into Castlevania. Oh, that was a loud fart that came out of my hole. Simon Belmont would be proud. My parents wouldn't call the games by their names back then either. It was always just Zelda 1, Mario 1, not Link. Yes! Yeah, and that's the thing, like, because Nintendo was, like, until the Sega Genesis, the only relevant show in town. I know there were other consoles out there. I had them. But it was, like, you just thought of Nintendo when you thought of gaming. You didn't think of the fucking Sega Master System. You didn't think of the Atari 7800. Which is amazing that you didn't think that, because Atari had the industry by the balls. Like, how did they put olive oil on their metaphorical hand and let go of the gaming industry sack? Did it slip out? Like, but we know how they fucked it up, man. There was a lack of quality control, which is why Nintendo brought around the Nintendo seal of quality, which didn't mean all that much. It just meant it was at least a barely competent game. But at least there were barely competent games. Like, you know, I'll get to your super chat in a minute, creative username, sorry. But Rich, for the love of God, Spiral Fitness vid, sure. Creative username, hey Rich, go check out how it's actually made. What are you talking about? The oil for the controller of the oil was for the controller of the 5200, yes. The 5200 controller was a piece of shit. Notoriously broke all the time. I actually like the power pad, Cassandra. Eric Watson, Rich, will you be my new dad? Yes. You don't have to pay child support. Okay, sold. So, yeah, like, it's amazing but that's how they dropped the ball, because Atari just let anyone in their... I mean, you had, like, pet food brands making Atari games. I'm not even kidding. So what happened is that people lost faith in gaming because they had no... And nowadays, a licensing system, you don't even really need it, because there's so many reviews of games out there and user-generated content on YouTube reviewing games, and so many websites out there. Like, you could find out if a game sucks instantly. Back then, during the 80s and late 70s, which is even before my time, all you had was the box art and a fucking prayer. And later on, when the industry became more mainstream after Nintendo garnered success with the NES, then you had, like, gamer magazines where you could find out if a game sucks or not, and the occasional show. But you didn't have what you had now. So imagine being in the early 80s, you had this glut of games. You had Purina Cat Chow or whatever the fuck it is making a game. It's like, I have all these games here. I have no idea if they're good or not. I just bought the last 4 games I bought in a row all suck. I have no way, minus the box art, if this is a worthwhile game. I'm done with this. This sucks. You know, a lot of people solely blame, like, for the video game crash of 83, a lot of people solely blame, like, E.T., or they solely blame Pac-Man, the piss poor port of Pac-Man. That was just like the cherry on the shit sundae, which was the giant shit sundae turd which destroyed the industry. Console gaming industry in the States, may I add. It's a YouTube series. Okay. It's a YouTube series. The channel name is Hugbees. Okay. I liked all the add-ons back then, but I can laugh at them now. Power Glove, Power Pad, Duck Hunt Gun, so much fun at the time because they were new. Yeah. And then, like, I remember being really hyped for the Sega CD. Like, a CD-ROM seemed so futuristic back then. And at the time, a lot of other people I know felt that way too. That's why there was a lot of hype initially around the Sega CD, because it was like, video in a video game? Like, my console will be able to have full motion video. Granted, it was like this big on the entire screen and looked like shit due to the color palette limitations of the Sega Genesis, but cool nonetheless. And then you realize, wow, these games aren't games. It's just literally videos that I'm watching that I press a button to either make one video happen or another. This is not gameplay. This is fucking terrible. But you know what sucks is that because developers all thought that's where the gaming industry was going, The Sega CD did have other hardware capabilities that the base Sega Genesis didn't have, besides just the storage space of the Sega CD. Storage space of the Sega CD. Even with the NES, y'all really had in gaming magazines was a screenshot and a weak description. Still better than it. Yeah. And the thing is, you couldn't necessarily completely trust the reviews back then either, you know, because you didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. I mean, we find out later on with what happened with Jeff Gertzman at GameSpot with Kane and Lynch. So obviously that shit was going on, especially back then when there wasn't as many eyes on the industry. I think that's going to happen, Rich. Give me the history since we are on the games and more people. What did you say to me before, bro? I don't see it. So the bread episode, very funny. Thank you. Wonder if anyone got fisted with the power glove. If it exists, probably. Bits aren't everything. The 3DO and Atari Jaguar had more bits than the Sega Genesis, but had their games look unfinished. Yeah, and the thing is that the Jaguar's hardware architecture was super convoluted, and there was actually hardware bugs built into the hardware. So a lot of times, because there was a Motorola 68,000, which inside of the Jaguar, which was technically only supposed to be used as like a controller to like, it was a housekeeping chip for like just taking input from the controller or whatever, or to control the audio chip. But due to the convoluted architecture, a lot of times developers just wrote games to run on the 68,000 like it was a Sega Genesis game. You know, because it was just like, yeah, this is not worth porting over for any other reason, so fuck it. Yeah, there's a lot of shit on the NES too. I mean, there's shit on all the consoles, man. But there was a lot of shit back then. I think there was more shit back then too. I do agree with you because, like I said, the Nintendo seal of quality, all that really meant, Nintendo advertised it as, we make sure all these games are excellent. So no matter what you buy, you can rest assured and sleep at night that you're getting an excellent game. No, that's a lie. You're just making, is it a kit? Do the controllers move things? Yes. Can you, like, when you hit a button, does the character react? Yes. Okay, it's a game. It's functions. Which again was still a huge step up for what it's hard. The game didn't even have to fucking function on Atari, and a lot of them didn't. A lot of them didn't even were not even a game. You know, let's check out JPEG Mafia's LP. Sounds like what it would sound like if you were escaping Baltimore while Ben Carson chases after you. I've never thought what it would be like escaping Baltimore while Ben Carson chases after me. I do. Here we go. This is the one I owed you before. This is for you, Steve. Wasn't there. There was a little depth to that, okay. But the 3DO rules. One of the original software engineers of it for first-party games has a YouTube channel. Their design was adopted for Xbox 360. What is this? I gotta look this up now. Who is sending me a status here? Oh no. Whose channel was deleted? How did someone's channel get deleted? What the fuck? It's definitely... Yeah, I'm going to send that to myself. That's insane, Google Fish. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to... go really random here. That's a... Imagine getting your own YouTube channel deleted because someone said you're impersonating yourself. So YouTube deleted your YouTube channel. That's nuts, man. Rich, so the 3DO rule. So I want to check that out with ReviewTechUSA. Let me look that up now, and I'll have that in the back burner. I know I'm all over the place right now, but I'm a horse, so I can be. Hold on. ReviewTechUSA. The 3DO is the best console you never heard of. Is that the video? It's 14 minutes, too. Maybe we'll watch that. Anyway, let's let this play out.
Hopes to leapfrog Nintendo by touting 16-bit's advantages.
You get better graphics, more levels of play, better animation on the screen, longer games, just more fun to play. Our sales right now are up about 50% versus a year ago at the consumer level. The market is down. I think that's an indication of where the consumer is going.
Nintendo, however, does not plan to relinquish any ground. It says technology's only one thing.
First and foremost, it's games. It's always games. It's like opening up a new movie theater that's got 16 stereophonic sound. If you don't have any fun movies to watch, who's going to go?
Yeah, they say that, but at the time, though, their mindset was different. They definitely fell into the, we're trying to have more power, too. They did it with the SNES. Some could argue because it came out later, so they had more time to supersede the Genesis and certain hardware capabilities, not all. They were competitive with the N64. They were even competitive talking about hardware specs with the GameCube. They didn't really go off the rails and just be about games are more important than hardware specs, at least on home consoles, until the Wii. They had that mindset more so with their port. That was Gunpei Yokoi, who was the creator of the Game Boy. That was his mindset from the get-go. But with their home hardware, they were different for a while.
Until Nintendo debuts its Super System here, its customers' appetite for new gadgets is being sated by Game Boy, a portable handheld machine some commercials target at adults.
You don't stop playing.
And it was so shocking back then. You know, now it's normal, like, but back then that was like, adults play video games. Like, yeah, it's a pastime like watching fucking TV shows.
But you get old. But you could get old if you stop playing.
No, I don't even know what that is, Ezra.
Originally, video games were toys. They were boy toys. But now we're seeing about 40% of the users are adult, over 18. About 30% of the users are female. It's no longer a boy toy. It's a form of entertainment.
As game fanatics know, all this fun does not come inexpensively. The hardware for Nintendo's basic 8-bit system is about $100, with additional games about
$100. Let me look what that is now. $100, this was in 1988, right? Let me find an inflation calculator. All right. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. January 1988. Let's put, what was $100 back then? That's $237 now. That's actually, if you really think about it, like, you know, the PS4 was still $299 to the very end, right?
$30.
Then you had the PS4 Pro, which was $399 to the very end.
Really popular ones like this play-action football.
Oh yeah, 1980. I think it said 1989, or did I hit a different video? That I was supposed to hit a different video.
Can cost $50.
Oh no, that was the Sega Genesis video. I'll shut up.
Bad enough. Move on to 16-bit technology like Sega's and NEC's, and the hardware costs $200 and games $50 to $70.
Oh, whoa, wait for me.
There are two big.
Gavin McGinnis, did he have that stupid fucking take back? I called him out on that stupid fucking take back in 2016. I actually made a whole video on that. Yeah, I know that wasn't that long ago. Is he still... Oh, you mean he's still like that now? Like, even from that relatively recent take, which was a few years back? It doesn't shock me. He's a fucking fool.
Big questions. Will enough parents be willing to shell out that kind of money after already investing heavily in 8-bit systems and games? And will they remain loyal to...
Yeah, see, the thing was, it wasn't a given back then that there was like, wait, you have to upgrade these things? Like, I thought the NES, like, you have it, like, the same VCR I had from 15 years ago is the same VCR I'm using today. You know, why do I need to I don't get it, but now we just accept it. My great-grandfather played board games like checkers or chess. It was their pastime, including baseball and watching television. It's a new age, yeah. But it's not... That's what happens, man, and that's why there's always that push and pull when a new generation comes up and becomes an adult. Because the old generation who's set in their ways, and they don't realize it's just their ape brains are set in their ways. Like, we never did this stuff back in the day! Yeah, because technology evolves and changes, and there's new things to do, Grandpa. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what it is.
Nintendo, if and when they do upgrade. The answers to those questions may very well define the future of the video game industry.
And Paula is with us right now. Paula, just how much of a threat is this? Because the reports say they're on their last leg, the major competition.
Nintendo's a very, very strong company. And
who was saying they were on their last leg back then? They were like top dog. Especially with the unfair business practices they had in place. Like, they had a stranglehold on the entire industry, man.
so far its competition hasn't been more than a blip on the screen, but some are saying this could be their competitor's opportunity because they've got the 16-bit system.
Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't have it here until next fall. In Japan, when Nintendo does have it, though, it is flying out of the stores, flying. Will that be repeated here? We don't know. We have a different economy, a different situation, and we're going to have to wait. And
spoiler alert, it did so well.
They're like a year late.
Right.
All right. Paula, thank you very much. Game Boy.
But yeah, man, it was like, wait, we have to buy a new one of these? It's not, I don't use the same like, think about it. If you had a compact cassette deck, that came out in, like, I believe, well, they were, I don't forgot, like, I think compact cassette's design was established in the 60s, I believe. But when it became mainstream was like in the late 70s, early 80s, or even a little bit before that. You had one compact cassette deck. So long as it didn't break, you were using that. You could use that the entire lifespan of when the format was relevant. 20, 30, fucking 40 years. So you had people, they didn't understand computer technology. So it was like, wait, I bought this Nintendo. You're telling me that I don't use this thing for like how I use my VCR and I have to upgrade it to keep, like, that makes no sense. So we think about it, well, duh, because the hardware gets older and new hardware comes out that's more capable. Game engines get more demanding. We understand it totally now and accept it now, but back then, you have to think about it. It was weird. I mean, we had other examples of where generations happened. You have to buy more powerful hardware, but it was, even though it existed, it wasn't standardized yet. So now all of a sudden with the NES, or Nintendo as they called it back then, now we have this mainstream device that you're saying is, even though it's successful, is no longer going to be the mainstream device because it's not powerful enough for the newer games. It was a weird thing to wrap your mind around back then. Now it's obvious, but back then it wasn't. It's strange to think that that was strange back then, you know? So Battlefield 2042 will not support 120 hertz. On consoles, you're saying? Oh, man, they couldn't get it at run, huh? Interesting. My late grandfather played board games. Yeah, it's different times change. Sorry, Kyle, I didn't get the full message. So Battlefield So yeah, I got to look into that more. EWAC 3D really, he was there. He was told to make a Doom clone in 6 months. Monster Manor, he does a Let's Play also. Okay, let me see if this is the video first. I'll vet it first.
You left something out.
All right, we'll look at this.
On the 12th of May, 2017, movie Bob Chipman, under the masthead of his long-running web video series, The Game Overthinker, published a top 10 list of what he regards to be the best video gaming consoles of all time. If you want to know what it was.
All right, we'll look at this. I'll bite. He's dressed. Why is he dressed like he's Yo, hold on. I'll put this back up. EW. Why are you not working? Come on. EWHAC. Oh God, I had that game too. 3DO is the greatest console you never heard of. Okay. You sold me, man. You sold me. You sold me. But remember, Rich, Nintendo is used to upgrade every 5 years. What do you mean? But now we've become accustomed to doing the upgrades. Back then, it wasn't really a thing. My mom's used the same drill dough for 40 years. Well, oh my God, that's disgusting. Like, not to get gross and technical, but even if you watch that thing, it must be like breaking down. Like, tell your mom to get a new fucking dildo, man. That's just wrong.
Know what it was. I'm not going to spoil it for you here. Go check it out for yourself. However, conspicuously absent from his list is what I regard to be one of the most significant gaming.
This is talking about the 3DO, and I'm curious to see what that is. The person who owned the 3DO, I'm curious to see what they have to say. Okay, thank you to Solid Crusader.
Consoles ever released. Although it never enjoyed the monster success of, say, the NES, its creation nevertheless sent ripples throughout the industry.
He does kind of look like Ben Franklin.
That were felt for well over a decade. And no, I'm not referring to the Sega Saturn, or the Neo Geo, or the Atari Jaguar, or the Vectrex, or the Mattel Intellivision, or the ColecoVision, or the Fairchild Channel F, or the Magnavox Odyssey, or even Pong. Although Pong arguably does belong in that list, because although it only ever played one game, it set the stage for everything that was to come after it. And people who have followed my series of videos for any length of time probably already know what it is.
Look, we have to flag this. It looks like I'm impersonating myself if I had long hair and dressed like I was from a Shakespearean play.
The 3DO Interactive Multiplayer. Now, for newcomers, I should point out right up front that my opinion on this matter is in absolutely no way whatsoever objective. I used to work for 3DO. I wrote one of the launch titles.
That was a launch. I actually had that game. Yeah, it has a floppy disk plushie, yes.
And many of my colleagues from that time are still treasured friends. And I imagine some would-be clever people would attempt to point out that the 3DO ultimately failed in the marketplace and is therefore not worthy.
I'm not too familiar with Movie Bob.
Of note. Well, so did the Sega Dreamcast, and it made Bob's list, so what does that say about your priorities? I would contend that 3DO's significance is measured best not by the size of its market share, but by the impact that it had throughout the entire gaming industry, because 3DO set out to do 4 fairly ambitious things. 1, create the best damn video gaming console that existed up to that point, which would have been a heavy enough lift all on its own. 2,
which I believe at the time the 3DO was launched, it was the most powerful system out there. I don't, maybe the chronology, and I'm wrong about that, but it was close to it. Keep in mind that came out pre-PS1.
The game cartridge obsolete and replace it with a CD-ROM. 3, democratize game publishing. And 4, make a standard video gaming platform that could be manufactured by multiple vendors. On the first goal, 3DO was an unqualified success, and if you disagree, you are simply wrong. 3DO at that time was the most powerful and the most sophisticated console to ever exist up to that point.
I'm pretty sure he's right about that.
And while it is presented as common knowledge that the Sony PSX surpassed it, 3DO still retains several technical advantages over the PSX that it simply could not overcome. Obviously, that made no difference whatsoever in the PSX becoming a smash success, but if you're going to claim total technological superiority, expect an argument. The second and third goals, democratize game publishing and...
Yeah, do you explain why it is, though?
...and make the cartridge obsolete, were actually
That's a hell of a TV, Mr. Harris, by the way.
...related. You see, prior to the introduction of 3DO, the two dominant consoles were the 8-bit NES and the 16-bit Sega Genesis, both of which took their games in the form of ROM-based cartridges.
Okay. Where's the Super Nintendo in there? You missed that one.
These cartridges were manufactured exclusively by Nintendo and Sega respectively, who could and did charge third-party developers usurious prices for them and constantly dick them around on delivery schedules and manufacturing quantities.
Yeah, which sucked, but it also meant they had control over the quality of games that got released on their platform. That was part of the problem with the 3DO. And on top of it, hardware developers, meaning the manufacturers of the console like Panasonic and LG and whatever, they had to turn a profit on the hardware. That was another reason why it was so expensive, beyond the fact that it was bleeding edge for the time, was because now Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, they can even sell the console either at break even or sell it at a loss, because they're going to make money on the licensing fee of games, of accessories, of services, whatever. That's why they sell. That's why you can get these powerful consoles for low-ish prices. I'm not saying it's cheap, but low-ish prices. The 3DO manufacturers couldn't do that. Panasonic needed to make money off of it. Also, too, with the game licensing, saying that anyone could make a game for the fucking platform kind of brought back what Atari made the mistake with, which hurt it as well. This man is a Noah-type asshole who won't shut the fuck up and gets punched in the face, but it's okay. He can have shit opinions and be wrong. Well, I don't know. That's a little extreme. Jesus Christ. But, yeah, he made a mistake there.
What developers wanted was broadly similar to what already existed for home computers at that time. A delivery medium that was inexpensive to manufacture and could be manufactured by anybody, not just a single source. And by the early 1990s, that was seen as the compact disc. There had been previous efforts to capitalize on the compact disc as a software delivery medium. Philips' CDI.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the fuck the CDI. That thing was garbage. Even the infomercials were hilariously bad for that thing.
The least said about which, the better. Microsoft's MPC specification, which even Microsoft knew was a pathetic joke the moment they released it. And Commodore's CDTV.
Must have been, because I never heard of it before.
And CD32, which basically took an Amiga computer and stuck it inside a stereo component's clothing and a clamshell-style console, respectively.
That thing was shit, too.
Four of them sank like a stone in the market, causing many self-styled pundits to opine that CD-ROM was dead and not going anywhere. But 3DO's...
I don't remember anybody saying that. Maybe they did. I was a kid at the time and not super paying attention, but no, everyone kind of thought CD-ROM was the future. It just... there was a lot of piss-poor implementations of it by even Sega themselves. No one said that it wasn't. Like, they knew they needed the storage space, and CD-ROM at the time was the obvious transition over to it, and that's why Sony went with it with PlayStation. That's why your company went with it with the 3DO, and that's why Sega went with it with the Saturn. No one was saying it was just that it wasn't. No one was questioning CDs. They were questioning the assholes making the hardware around the CD-based platforms. I have never played a Pokemon game, literally ever.
Founder Trip Hawkins didn't agree, because during his previous gig as CEO and founder of an obscure software publishing company called Electronic Arts, had been on the receiving end of the aforesaid dicking around from Nintendo and Sega, and was keen on putting an end to it. And he came to the conclusion that the best way to go about doing that would be to establish his own gaming platform. Now, before it starts to sound like I'm giving Trip Hawkins all the credit, he enabled 3DO, but he did not actually create it. That accolade belongs principally to these two guys, Dave Needle and RJ Michael, who, along with Dave Morse, who was...
I think I heard about them before. That is definitely an 80s looking man right there. That is another Bill. We have found another Bill. Bill has emerged again in a totally different universe. God bless Bill. Bill is back. Sean McCarthy is back too.
Was running the business side of things. We're running a small company called New Technologies Group at the time. Tripp knew them from their earlier work in the computing industry.
Didn't they help develop the Atari Lynx? I'm pretty sure they were. Oh yeah, they were holding a Lynx, so that would make fucking sense.
Having previously created a cute little gadget called the Atari Lynx.
The Atari Lynx is, he's being tongue-in-cheek, but is not cute.
The world's first color handheld video gaming system. Yeah, it's kind of chunky. What do you expect for the year 1989? And prior to that, they had made a modest little offering called the Amiga computer.
Outrageous.
Well, Amiga did well for a little while, but if you really think about it, that doesn't really give them great accolades. The Lynx hit with a resounding thud and struggled, and Amiga never penetrated the market. I mean, at least in the States. And Amiga was more popular overseas, I know, than in the States. But no one is out buying a new Atari console right now for 9th gen games, or buying an Amiga to do computing on, or buying an Amiga tablet. At least the same company anyway. So how did that work out?
Which all by itself deserves a 12-part Ken Burns documentary. So when Tripp starts looking around for somebody to build his CD-ROM-based gaming console, it turns out RJ and Dave are already working on one, codenamed Opera. Tripp agreed to back it and rechristened it 3.
He dresses like he's about to do a play he's about to do a Shakespearean play at a community theater. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't surprise me if he actually does that.
We really didn't like the name at the time. None of us. We thought it was silly. That's why none of us are in marketing. So now,
I thought 3DO name was fine. Kind of just rolled off the tongue.
Armed with a viable gaming platform.
This dude dresses like Prince. Who said that? Bluntmore. This dude dresses like Prince from the Dave Chappelle episode where he plays basketball. Oh man.
Tripp sets forth his grand scheme. The 3DO company, unlike Nintendo and Sega, will not publish its own titles and will not compete with its third-party licensees, a promise that they later broke. Unlike Nintendo and Sega, which charged $9 or more per cartridge, the 3DO company would only charge a licensing fee of $3 per CD-ROM pressed.
Oh, there was? I thought there was no... Okay, there's a licensing fee.
Another promise that they later broke through what I thought was a kind of cheesy semantic dodge. And unlike Nintendo and Sega, 3DO would impose no restrictions on publishers, and you could get your CD-ROMs made wherever you wanted. If you were a publisher with what you thought was a fantastic idea, no matter how weird it was, stamp out as many CD-ROMs as you want and let the free market decide your fate. Now, admittedly, that hands-off policy resulted in a title catalog that varied wildly in quality. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties was just bizarre.
That game is on the Switch, and we should play it. That game is on the Switch. Matter of fact, I'm gonna buy that shit right now. We're not tonight, but we're gonna play that. Oh, tell your dad about it. I'm buying that shit right now. I'm not playing. I'm buying that shit right now. I am gonna get lit up, and we are gonna play Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. And you know what? Here is my ass, birds. You want a piece of my ass, Steven fucking Carlos? Well, you got it, birds. Hold on. This is serious, man. I'm not playing right now. Plumbers. Search. Wait, they don't have it? I thought they had that game. I thought they had Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. What the fuck? Hold on. Plumbers don't wear. Oh, come on, man. They have to have this. Ties. Accept. Search. Damn it, they don't have it. I thought they had it. Yo, we're gonna play. Damn it. Fuck. I thought they had it. No, they had not yet. Yeah, it's coming to the Amico. It's going to be an Amico exclusive. No, dude, that would have made for fucking... Oh, another fart. That would have made for some gold. That would have made for some gold, son. Don't knock that. Anyway, let's continue. Actually, I'm going to piss again, then we'll continue. All right, there's Shakespeare. Let's keep going.
On the other hand, 3DO's liberal policy gave some small developers their first start. Way of the Warrior, for example, was the first title ever developed by a new developer named Naughty Dog.
Rich, can I buy one of your... Let me look up and see if I can find Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. Can you... Yes, I'll give you all the G-strings. Every single one. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, Nintendo Switch. It's returning with a Switch port. Let me look at this real quick. Limited run games. I want to see... Follow. Let me go to limitedrungames.com. I'll start this again, I swear. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. It's not on limited run games either. Damn it. I can't even pre-order it. That'll be a make for a fucking fun stream, man. Holy shit.
And two of 3DO's earliest titles, Total Eclipse and the launch title Crash and Burn, were both developed by a new studio called Crystal Dynamics, who were 2 doors down from us, as it turns out. So, democratize game publishing and make the proprietary cartridge obsolete. How did 3DO fare on both of those goals? Well, on the first one, only partially. Although things are a bit looser today than they were before 3DO, and there is a thriving indie development community, console game development is still tightly controlled by the console manufacturer, ostensibly to prevent the emergence of an app store swamped with garbage. As for establishing the CD-ROM as a software delivery medium,
Plumbers wear G-strings to get dates. Could you imagine it was like a really just muscular dude that showed up to your house in nothing but a G-string and just walked in and said, "I'm here to fix the pipes." And that's literally just what he did. He just showed up wearing nothing but a G-string. His ass cheeks, his hairy ass cheeks are right there. It's like, "Hey, don't mind me. Don't mind these cheeks. They're just fixing your pipes." And he actually fixes them, walks out. It's a winter day, too, and he's still just in a G-string. Snow on the ground. Snow's crunching under his feet. He goes back out to his van and just drives away. The man with a G-string just saved your home. Yes, absolutely. The reason I'm even talking about it is due to AVGN. If it was not for AVGN, we would not be talking about it right now. Maybe I'll have to play Night Trap. Night Trap would be fun, too. Let me look up Night Trap. This base is about to fall on the floor. It's landing. It's so tiny, the Nintendo Switch base. Alright, so let's go here again. Night Trap will be fun. Night Trap is shit, but it's still fun, though. Hold on one second. I'm not just, like I said, I'm not just, Right. Why isn't it finding it? What, is Night Trap not on here? Oh, it is here. Oh, I'm buying it right now. Here we go. Night Trap. Oh, yeah. This is peak gaming right here, kids. Do I have any points? Yes, I do. I'll use them. Whopping $1. Hold on. Actually, probably shouldn't be a big download. This was considered such a crazy thing back then. Oh my god, video on a CD. Be interesting to see how that looks now. Yeah, that should take about, close software so it downloads. That should take about 20 seconds to fucking download. Unless they did a lot. They have like 4K HDR footage in there. Oh, I got it on the first time. Rich, does Princess Peach spit or swallow? No, she just Mario gets off when she farts in his face, and that's what happens.
Well, a strong argument could be made that that was going to happen anyway.
You know what'll be fun with that, because it's not really a game that I could interact with the chat. That's why I'm looking forward to it. It's why I want Plumbers Don't. It's just going to be fucking gold, man. 31 and started AV reviews a few months ago. Made friends with Stop the FOMO, etc. My channel is doing great. Your video is right. YouTube is not just... Yeah, keep it classy, Tech. Yeah, I love Stop the FOMO, too. He's a fantastic dude for TVs. Speaking of which, shout out Hisense. It isn't a sponsored video, but I'm not reviewing the TV. I'm going to do an overview of it, though. I'm making an ultimate PS5 setup video. I actually have to go buy some furniture for that tomorrow. Maybe I'll see if I get a furniture company to do some stuff for it. But Hisense sent me out their U8H. It's their top of the line model in that line. I did the U7G. I believe it's the U8G. I could be wrong on the acronym, but I have to buy a piece of furniture tomorrow. But yeah, he's another example, man. You don't need to be like 15 and playing fucking Minecraft or Fortnite to garner a following on YouTube. You don't have to be 22 and be like, "What's up, guys? Smash that like button. I have a big cock and rockboard abs, and I have way too much money at 22 years old, and I'm probably going to do something stupid that I'm going to have to make an apology video a year from now, but it won't matter because I'll have 30 million in the bank." But it is true, though. Like, everyone thinks that's like... And the thing is to them that is... They only want to be millionaires from it. They don't enjoy doing this. I have fun doing this shit. Yeah, there's times I get... It's still a job. But like I said, if I have like 50 million in the bank tomorrow after taxes, I'm still going to be doing this. I like doing it. May I change up some content, or maybe change up like in terms of like production value and stuff like that, and like at that point start doing like crazy good documentaries that actually are authentic and don't sound like who's the guy who's bald with the big smile? Matt something. Where it doesn't sound like a generic, like, robots doing it. Hell yeah. But does he say, "It's a me"? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I can prove it to you right now. "It's a me, Mario." There, just like that. That's actually the sound. That's his fart, not mine, by the way. Matt Santoro, yeah. Like, I'll do some banging shit, man, but why would you... Keemstar's not going to quit being in the public light. There's no way. He loves it. He's addicted to this shit just like I am. I don't care how many zeros he has in the bank, which I'm sure is plenty. He'll be around some way, somehow, showing you his beard and his ass.
No matter who made the next great console. However, kindly observe that after 3DO, nearly every console released had an optical drive. Sega Saturn, Sony PSX, Xbox, Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah, but that's not due to the 3DO, dude. Is that what you're trying to insinuate? Maybe I heard that wrong. But that's because the demands of the technology changed and they needed more storage in an affordable way, and trying to put 650 megabytes in a cartridge back then would have been astronomically high costs. They didn't do that because the 3DO inspired them.
Sony PS2, Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, and the Xbone. Even Nintendo was forced to concede the point with the GameCube, the Wii, and the Wii U.
So, you're accrediting... No, you're wrong. I don't give a fuck you were a developer. You're smarter than me, but you're wrong on this point. You're accrediting every console after the 3DO, which technically wasn't the first console out in the market with the CD-ROM. It definitely wasn't, actually. For the reason that consoles after it have optical drives... Is that Shakespearean alpha? It's like blocking off oxygen to your fucking brain? What are you talking about?
3DO's last goal was considerably more ambitious. Establish a standard gaming platform that could be made by multiple manufacturers. When describing this goal, Trip Hawkins' model for this was the VHS VCR. Ask your parents. A consumer electronic device that was manufactured by dozens of manufacturers for over 30 years. Competition between those vendors drove the price from its initial release price of over $1,200 in the 1970s down to well under $300 by 1993. So through liberal licensing, 3DO hoped to stimulate that same kind of competition that would drive down the price of its console from its initial release price of $700.
No, but when you have competitors out there that are offering consoles, yes, that were inferior, but had great libraries for $130 or $100 or $99, that was a tough fucking sell, man. And you can't go, like, you can't go by VCRs. The movie industry is completely different, and on top of it, too, like I just said before, when there were new console generations, this was established at this point that you're gonna need a new console. You can't just... You're not gonna have the 3DO for 20 fucking years. What are you talking about, dude?
And actually managed to bring on 3 hardware partners. Matsushita, through its Panasonic brand, Sanyo, and Goldstar, who
is now LG.
Who we know today as LG. And, being honest...
Yeah, that name sounds such like a dated 90s name. That was a smart move to get away from Goldstar. It's like if you painted your butthole with gold metallic paint. That's what they call me. Hey, Rich, what are you going for Halloween in 2022? I'm going to go as Goldstar. What the fuck is Goldstar? I'm just going to, put gold paint on my asshole and just spread my cheeks and show everybody that's what I'm going to be for Halloween. Imagine seeing me at a party and I'm just walking around And everybody butthole first. Hey, check out my painted asshole. Jealous? Jealous? Yes, you are. Yeah, but they changed the name in terms of, like, now it's known as LG, because Gold Star, I don't know. It does. It sounds about as graceful as painting my asshole with gold paint and showing everybody. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's just keep going with Shakespeare here.
It worked. Sort of. A bit. If you put a 3DO disc in any one of those three machines, it worked. And some cost reduction did take place. Panasonic refreshed.
I believe there ended up being some slight compatibility issues, though, between the models.
Refreshed the FC1 to the FC10, replacing the motorized CD-ROM drawer with a lower-cost clamshell design. Unfortunately, it didn't take place at the speed or scale necessary, and no new hardware vendors came on. And those of you who are even dimly familiar with Moore's Law have probably worked out that 1993-level gaming technology, even the amazing technology that RJ and Dave had come up with, wasn't going to last more than a few years, and certainly not the 15 years that VHS had existed up to that point.
Yeah, okay. So he made that point. I take that back then. It's not the same thing. You know, you have to evolve the hardware, so you couldn't have the market penetration like something like VCR would have had.
Even if you ignore the technological issues, 3DO had kind of painted itself into a corner with its business model as well. By establishing itself, at least initially, as a technology licensing company, 3DO really didn't have the leverage that they wanted over...
I hope this guy, like, actually went to work in outfits like this. Like, imagine just sitting there, he's coding games, and he's dressed like Shakespeare. Except he doesn't have pants on. Boxers, though, don't worry. Like, what's his name again? Hey, Dave, letting the boys breathe today? You're damn right, sir. That's how I let my hole breathe. Oh, that was, that had odor.
Over the hardware vendors to drive cost reduction or marketing efforts. But the list of things they did manage to accomplish is impressive enough. The world's first 32-bit gaming console, the world's first successful CD-ROM based console, and the first console with an explicitly open-door developer policy. And no, the Atari 2600 doesn't count because Atari's parent company, Warner Communications, fought tooth and nail to prevent that from happening. An argument could be made that 3DO also influenced the industry by the stuff they screwed up. For example, the only supported platform for developing 3DO software was the Mac. Back when the Mac sucked. Nobody's made that mistake again. So, who would I remove from Movie Bob's list and
I would love to know more about developing. They developed on Macs. Why did it suck? What did it suck? I mean, that's where I know he knows what he's talking about, you know?
Place with the 3DO? Well, to be honest, I can't think of any.
Yes, I will test it. I also have a 4 terabyte drive coming for my PlayStation 5. I also have a carrying case for the PlayStation 5. I'm also going to show off that controller that I didn't recommend to get in the PlayStation 5 video. And yeah, we're going to go with that. Anyway, let's fart on horses and continue watching. Don't fart on a horse. They may kick you and hurt you.
Any entry that doesn't deserve to be there. I guess my gripe is that the list was too narrow in its scope. 3DO today may be relegated as a mere footnote in gaming history, but it's a whacking huge footnote with a lot of stories behind it, and it got a lot of attention by some enormously talented people who I had the very great privilege of being able to work with.
Yeah, and it was cool, man. Like, yeah, there was a lot of hype around the 3DO back then. It ended up failing. But, I mean, there was a time where people did think it had a chance, even when it was struggling. If that wasn't the case, Capcom would have not ported a very excellent version of Street Fighter over to the 3DO, which they did. But you know, it just wasn't the right business model. The price, there's no way. We were just starting to barely swallow the pill with the SNES and Sega Genesis that upgrades now, even in the mainstream gaming industry, post the 83 console crash in the States, we were just getting used to that there was going to be console generations, which people were begrudgingly spending $200 plus on a Super Nintendo, or $150 on a Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis. Now you're going to tell them in 93 money, because I think this is when the 3DO first came out, in 93 money, that you're going to ask them to spend $700? Okay, it's a cool looking system, especially the Panasonic real 3DO one. It's still a good looking piece of tech to this day. Here it has some, the CD-ROM drive starts having issues on it, but $700. And there were a couple good games. A few good games, I should say. But then you have this most powerful console, and then you have a game like fucking Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. You know, so yeah, I mean, it was a badass piece of hardware, and there was hype for it, but many people, that hype shriveled when you found out that you had to fucking take out a loan to get the console.
And since we're here, let me add...
I remember playing a lot of my Samurai Showdown on there, which was a pretty good port, but there was a bottleneck with the CPU, I believe, or the memory in there, that they couldn't have the game run at 60 FPS. It was like a apples to apples port, basically, with the arcade, but it didn't run at 60. It had to run at 30 due to a limitation with this 3DO hardware, but it was still a good port.
Add a couple of footnotes to the footnote. So when the 3DO finally shipped, naturally, they started...
At least from what I remember, anyway. I haven't played it since then.
...working on the follow-on console, a 64-bit system codenamed M2. Sadly, it never really went anywhere. Matsushita made a few obscure kiosk systems out of it, but that was about it. However, when the 3DO company finally converted completely over to game development, they spun off the hardware group into its own company called Cagent, which in turn was acquired by Microsoft. And that group helped create what became the first Xbox. Cool story, huh? That isn't even...
Wait, say that again? Hold on. I missed some of that.
To game development, they spun off very great privilege of being able to work with. And since we're here, let me add a couple of footnotes to the footnote. So when the 3DO finally shipped, naturally, they started working on the follow-on console, a 64-bit system codenamed M2.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, and it never came to fruition.
Sadly, it never really went anywhere. Matsushita made a few obscure kiosk systems out of it, but that was about it. However, when the 3DO company finally converted completely over to game development, they spun off the hardware group into its own company called Cagent, which in turn was acquired by Microsoft. And that group helped create what became the first Xbox.
That's pretty fucking cool. I didn't know that. That's actually pretty fucking cool. It's funny how shit works out like that, huh?
Cool story, huh? That isn't even the punchline. The punchline is that when it came time for them to do the next Xbox, they started by trying to beef up the stripped-down PC that the Xbox was internally, and discovered very quickly that it was going to take far too long and cost far too much. So the Cagent guys, they go, ignore this x86 garbage, let's design a brand new system built around a multi-core power PC with a unified memory architecture. You know how traditional PCs, they've got isolated chunks of RAM. This one's just for graphics, this one's just for sound, this one's just for the CPU, and you spend all kinds of time with them copying data between them? No. Unified memory architecture, there's one chunk of RAM and everything can talk to it. Game developers love this. And as a consequence of that decision, the Xbox 360 came in at the price point that they wanted, a year ahead of the Sony PS3. And the reason those guys were completely convinced that they could pull something like that off is because, broadly speaking, they'd already done it. That was the base architecture of the 3DO M2.
That's some cool shit, man. That's some cool fucking shit. I like stuff like this.
Thank you, Bob, for everything that you do. The amount of work it's taken to put together just this dumb talking head video gives me a much deeper appreciation of what you do to bring us your stuff every week. So thank you. And to the rest...
Well, watch, there's going to be I doubt there's going to be a 3DO Mini. There was not enough
of you who stopped in to visit, thank you all very kindly for the gracious gift of your time and attention and letting me rant and rave. See you next time.
That was actually a cool fucking video, man. Not gonna lie. That was a cool fucking video. That's pretty cool shit. Check out the guy's channel. I mean, I didn't agree with him on some of his, like, hot takes, but obviously is from a hardware engineering perspective and the stuff that he do. I have nothing that I could compete with that on. I don't have the know-how of that, and he seems like a pretty smart guy. Yeah, but that was cool stuff, man. And it is, because there was a time, I think people just kind of look negatively on the 3DO because history isn't too kind to it. But I was there. I had a 3DO. I remember getting Christmas of '94. I was in 8th grade. My parents got me a 3DO. And I remember I had, like I said, Samurai Showdown, FIFA Soccer, which that one you kind of just played for the graphics back then. And that was, you know, I didn't really care about soccer too much. And I had Street Fighter and... yeah, I mean, when it worked, all the ducks were in a row with it, man, and there wasn't rushed ports like Doom. Yeah, it was pretty, especially for its time, it was pretty incredible. What was even stranger, wow, I'm digging up some memories now, is shockingly, a next door neighbor that we had a 3DO, and him and his wife would let me borrow games. It was strange because, you know, here's a system that like no one has, but yet this guy has it. And he was letting me borrow games, and I forgot there was some kind of like spaceship shooter where you're inside the cockpit that I played a lot that he let me borrow, and yeah, on the 3DO. Fucking weird system, man. You know, not Wing Commander. It wasn't with what's his name. It wasn't Wing Commander. It wasn't Wing Commander. I don't remember what it was though. Yeah, he was real, and it was funny. But he was really. We have Res Red. Thank you for becoming a member to the Horse Tubers, man. Oh shit! I guess I'm staying on for a half an hour, huh? All right. You know what time is? I'm curious. I'm starting to eat healthy. What would it cost to start eating healthier? It's expensive, but it's not as expensive as you think, dude. It's more so about... yes, what you eat is important, but it's when you eat and how much you eat. And it's more so at the end of the day, really how much you eat. Like, I stop eating at night. Doesn't matter. Like, everyone's like, oh, you take medical THC. That must make you ravenous. No, it really doesn't. It honestly doesn't. Were your parents into playing video games when you were young? Oh, would be gaming shirtless, too. My dad played Atari. He got over it. Like, once they started having, like, storylines and you had to learn shit, my dad was over it. Like, he played Atari, and after Atari, like, Space Invaders was, like, peak gaming for him. Yeah. He's interested in the technology even to this day, but he's not a gamer, though. Never really was. Like I said, he played 2600 back in the day, and that was like... where he got over it. Alright, so let me turn on my Switch. Just charged this controller yesterday, so it should work. Turn off display capture, turn on Switch. Alright, there we go. There we go. And let me spread my cheeks and go to town here. And I'll minimize this. Not gonna lie, that sub notification sounds a lot like a slot apps notification. Probably because it is. I mean, it's just the generic one from I'm still transferring things from the Switch to the Switch OLED. I mean, it's definitely it's a nicer screen, but it's still not, like, if you're perfectly happy with, especially if you have a version 2 Switch with the better battery life, it's hard to justify buying a new Switch when it's not even going to play any games that are different from the regular Switch. I think NSO expansion would be appealing to fans and investors if it promised included DLC. Yeah, but Nintendo doesn't fucking think like that, man. They're too dense with that shit. That's their biggest fucking problem. Read the room. Look at that video with the mass down likes. Like, you're not doing it right, man. That's what I mean. Look, all the companies are about making money. But you know what? As much as it was ridiculous when they said they were going to double the price of Xbox Live Gold, at least they read the room and were like, oh, wow, this is really fucking unpopular. But, like, unanimously unpopular. You know, it's just crazy. Yeah, I got plenty of games on here, man. I'm loving this, especially now that I have, I'm more powered up. My man Kyle Crane is, yeah, and it took a while for me to re-download my games, too. And their network to download games on is, like, as bad as the network was on the PS4. Like, Sony's improved shit a lot with the PS5 and buying and downloading games on there, but yeah, that was dog shit slow for a while too. No, Cybermorph I think was just for that exciting exclusive. Was just for the Jaguar. Yeah, but ironically it's less appealing to it if Promise included the... Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know what Nintendo's thinking, Slashy. When it comes to online services, they have no fucking clue. Yeah, I'll fix the game audio right now. There we go. Game audio. And I farted again. Why am I farting so much? I don't understand why my ass is so explosive. Where am I gonna put this? Alright. Alright, goodbye. Yeah, this is a family-friendly game, by the way. Oh crap, I should help him. Yeah, I'm gonna get this drop. Oh god, get out of here. Alright, we gotta do something with these dudes. I want to get that drop. My PC turns on, but there is no video. That can be your power supply. That could be your graphics card. That could be that your RAM isn't seated properly. That could be that you have bad RAM. That could be, are there any beep codes? Anything that comes up? Let me see. Do I have... No, I do not. Like that. No, I'm not trying to be dismissive, but that's like saying my car doesn't start. There's many. All right, so let's get these idiots. Yes, I do. Why is it not even, like, hitting him? Why can't I drop kick these guys? I thought I used to be able to. Oh, well. Oh, shit, I gotta heal. Fuck.
I'll fucking judge you.
Thank you. He died for me just kicking him over? Alright, it's your turn now, dude. You gotta go.
Now you're making me mad.
Now, why'd I hit him there?
That's right. You better run.
fix my weapon. Oh, god damn it. Really? The other one exploded by me? Oh, that was just shit luck. Is it snow cone? Really? This is $1,100 a piece. Is there any way that I could fix it? Dude, you're going to have to go to a technician value. Again, I don't know what it could be just through that. No, but that was a stupid death and I'm pissed. Let me see if I can make more. Oh, God, I have that shotgun now. Why don't I just use that? What am I doing? Oh, really? I don't have anything to make a med kit? Yes, I do. Oh, yeah, we're going to get them now. Yeah, this game is fucking amazing on the Switch. It's obviously not going to have the 4K visuals and be running at 120 FPS, but it's an amazing port. All right, so I want to get that drop, man. God damn it. You know, let's just do the mission. Let's just do the mission. Fuck it. So... And I'm going to need that shotgun too. Hopefully I still have... hopefully it's saved that I have that shotgun. Hellbeast, yes. Yes, sir. So, you're going to have to bring it... Do you have a warranty on it? Or did you pay someone just to build it that you knew? Or, like, what happened with it, man? Jay. Are you getting any kind of beep codes that come up? Maybe saying there's an error. Someone donated Wings 100 a few days ago to play Fallout New Vegas. He hasn't done it and always gives excuses. I'm glad you always keep your word. I could do better though with like reviews. I promise stuff and then it comes out a hell of a lot later. Like I'm still getting the Pixel review, but when is the question? It'll probably be this week. Actually almost guaranteed to be this week. Probably gonna record the main video of it tomorrow. But you know, like I'll do what I like in a stream. If someone asks me, you know, mostly depending, you know, I always try to respond to the streams too, or like super chats and things like that. But I'm not perfect. I'm gonna make it like I do. You need to unplug it and plug it back in, or just take a dump on the computer. That often works for me. But no, I'm not perfect with that, Michael. I'll admit it. But I also lay down ground rules too, like, all right, I take off the 50 for the shirt, I'm going to take my shirt off. But if there's certain things like, hey, Rich, take a dab for me of your medical edibles, and I'll give you 50, I won't do that, you know? It's not like I baited anyone to say, hey, I'll do it, and I won't. That would be pretty fucked up of me. I can take it, but they're going to charge me $500 to look at it? Just to give you a diagnosis? No. That's insanely high. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but... Alright, so where am I going here? How far away? Alright. Why am I still ducking? Get up, dude. God, these guys with these, whatever the hell they have on, man, it makes them, like, invincible almost, even with stronger weapons. Take out graphics card, plug monitors into motherboard output if you have integrated graphics. Yeah, then you could see if, like, there's HDMI on the actual motherboard if you're getting something out of there. Like, but it still would concern, but if the graphics card was working and it's not now, well, it could just be the graphics card, you're right. If that doesn't do it, try reseating the memory, like the DDR4 RAM. Like try reseating it, see if that works. If it has built-in graphics, if that doesn't solve anything. The problem is, like I said, is that there could be so many different reasons for that not being in front of it, you can't really Oh no, are these the assholes with the guns? Shit. Oh fuck, he's already throwing shit at me. No! I thought I could fucking... Oh! I can't just grapple from when I'm in the air? Oh, I'm thinking of like Just Cause, man. That was a stupid death too. Holy fuck. I'm fucking screwing up tonight, man. Alright, can I do this without dying a stupid fucking death? Thank you. Alright. Just want to get there. Oh, shit. I want him to check his RAM. If his RAM is even an ass hair off kilter that could cause the motherboard to fry and it's really black, trust me. Yeah, it won't... well, it could fry, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's fried. Put a regular weapon on right now. I don't even know why I have that right now. Can I reach there? I'm gonna go across here. It's the RAM. What you could do in the meantime, how many sticks of RAM you could have? If you find the stick that's bad, because you may have to play stick swap, and it could actually be that the memory slot that where the DIMM slot may be bad itself, and it may be actually that the RAM isn't bad, it may just need to be reseated. So this can end actually fairly well. So just try a couple. You're gonna have to play around a little bit. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with any of you right now. Are they literally gonna climb up here right now? Can I get across? Yes, I can. She's trying to get to me. Come here. Let's have some fun with you. Oh, shit, you did. Get out of here. Fuck off. I didn't think she could reach there. And she did. Alright. You're in an inactive safe zone. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's have some fun. Let me do another stupid death. Close this door. Let's make this place safe, shall we? How the fuck do you get in here? Ah. Yes. We're gonna make this... Because the more safe zones you have, the better. I gotta lockpick my way. And I think there's one of those, I forgot what they're called, the ones that are faster. Yep. Oh no. Oh good. That was easy. And hey, you literally fell right into my lap. Yeah, dude, and I have a PC that's busted. I just haven't had time to fix it. It actually has a 3900X in it. And I think the motherboard took a shit on me, but I have to fuck around with it, and I just haven't had the time. So, move that. And I got the piss. My BB hurts when I boo-boo, my Mimi hurts when I moo-moo, and don't even get me started about my pee-pee, though that's wonderful. And horrifying simultaneously. Alright, let me go piss and I'll be right back. Auto back on. I need some liquids. I need some mad liquids. Wait. Wait a second. Oh, man. Someone super chatted here real quick. Let me see. Camelot made a beautiful portrait of you in his live stream with tatas that were perfect. I'm gonna have to see that. I'm gonna have to see that shit, man. Find the museum custodian. Alright, let's go do that. Now I made a safe area. And I have to remember how the fuck to get out. I gotta move my seltzer here. So how far away am I from the shit? What time is it too? Oh, it's early. Fuck. Just... Yeah, I gotta be careful. I don't want to do a stupid death again. Oh, shit. What was that? Oh, no. I don't want to deal with them. Oh, there's another drop there, though. Do I want to get that drop and risk? My last question is, they can join your game. Do I have to get a new case and new motherboard? Would they have to fiddle the stuff that... You could get a new case and motherboard, and you could just use your drives that you have in there. You may have to install some new drivers to work with the motherboard that you have, but yeah, you should be able to transfer your stuff over, no problem. Wish I could help you out more there, Jay. I know it sucks, man. I've been there. Now I have to get this asshole. Get across there. Get out of here. Get out of here. Die. Come here. God, there's two of them? Oh, I'm not in the mood. I am not in the mood, but I'm going to have to kill you. Come here. Come on. And they're still alive. What's happening with this weapon, man? It was like slicing through them like butter before. It's still repaired, too. Thank you for your help. Sorry I don't know how to spell that. You were one of the best YouTubers out there, man. Keep it real. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. And like I said, there have been times I haven't kept the promises the way I should. I'm human. So, I kind of get what it's like to not want to play a game, too. But if you said yes to someone specifically and they gave you money specifically to play it, you can't do that. You know? Oh my god, go away. Go away. Go away. Okay, you went away. Oh, he's camouflage. I just want to steal your shit. Repair my weapon again. Open this lockpicking easy. Which is not necessarily true. But thank you, Jaywalker. I will take your medkit. Thank you very much. I will fix my weapon now. Oh no. Okay, good. Sometimes he doesn't grab when you don't. Oh wow, here.
Tariq? What do you want? We don't have anything here but a few scraps of food.
The bird wants your holes, sir.
Relax. Troy sent me. Troy? Thank God. I've been a nervous wreck since I found this kid. He's got nobody to look out for him.
All right, I don't care.
Okay.
Lob words, words,
Well, most
words,
likely
words.
isn't definitely, so guess I'll give it a try.
Jay Walker, thank you for becoming a member, man. I appreciate it, my dude. You get an applause too. Not making it. Oh, I got a special deal for you. No, I'm not. No, I don't want to do your dumb mission. No. The museum. What am I checking messages for, Google Fish? If there is a picture of a turd, you're fired. Hi. Oh, God. Ah, this is why I always have to check your fucking messages on my phone, man. That was a deep brown log, too. That was a powerful log. That was a log of a man. Alright, so let me cross here. So I'm sorry, Jay Walker. I wish I just had better answers for you. It's not that, like, Google Fish knows stuff about PCs, and I'm sure there's other people here. Oh, I wanted to get the drop. Let me get the drop. I have to kill some people to get the drop. That is okay. I am okay with, where the fuck is this drop? Is it underwater? Yes, it is. You are an underwater drop, and I can't see a fucking thing. Never mind. That is cloudy water. What the fuck happened with the sound there? There is nothing there. That is just darkness. There is no drop there. It is a lie. Why is the sound doing that? Oh, it's annoying, dude. Can I get out of the goddamn water? Thanks. I don't know where that fucking drop is. I don't really care. I already got plenty of drops. We'll get more later. I eat ass. I eat a lot of ass. That's a lot of money just to text it. Did they give you a diagnosis yet, is what you're saying? And maybe that's including the price of the parts, because just for a diagnosis, that's insanely high. Oh no, one of those fuckers? Here we go. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep running here. I really don't feel like dealing with any of you right now. Yeah, come here. I'm gonna curb stomp you. Come on. Nice. Come here. Really? Him falling that short distance killed him? Okay, I'll take it. These all suck. Alright, fine, I'll take this. Where is this drop? This drop I'm gonna get. So, hold on. Let me get this correct. Again, I have to make sure because I don't want to incriminate anybody without... They want to charge you $500 motherfucking dollars just to put new RAM in, which is like the equivalent of putting like a cartridge. It's slightly more challenging than putting a cartridge in a fucking Nintendo DS or Nintendo Switch. No. Like there has to... Like they can't be that much of a fucking swindle. Like I have to question it. I have to question it because that's and if really that's it, you just have to replace the RAM. That's really simple to do. And the thing is, before you just try, take the RAM out and seat it back in, you may not even need to change anything. And then you're going to have to try the RAM in each stick in different slots to see that maybe it's a bad slot, a DIMM slot on your motherboard. Holy shit. Yeah, what are they putting the next gen update out, Jay Dizzle? That's insane if that's true. Like, that's like mind-numbing. Like, oh wait, there's no drop there. Drop was stolen. Oh wait, no. There's a different drop. Is that a different drop there? Yes, it is. Oh, that drop is surrounded, ladies and gentlemen, by zombies. So I'm going to have to craft some shit up here first. Alright, so do I have... Please say I could craft, like, med kit. Don't need that. I need yes! Give Dad the Molotovs. Rich is a fat... I can put my shirt back on. I'm still playing, too. Like, that is insane. If that really is the case and there's no asterisk that I'm missing, and I always said just have... I'm not questioning you, Jaywalker. It's just anyone here with even moderate or minimal, I mean, not moderate, minimal PC knowledge knows that that is an fucking insane ripoff, if that's accurate. Like, holy shit. Yeah, give me the Molotovs, stupid shield. Fuck the shield. It's so useless in this game. At least to me, anyway. Everyone plays this differently. I know that's part of the charm of it, but... Alright, so do I have firecrackers, too? Because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bait them over with the firecrackers. Do I have them ready? No. Of course I don't, because I'm a fucking idiot. And I use them all. No, I don't have firecrackers. I can make some. Good. Okay. Alright, so let's get those, whip out those firecrackers. Why did I use a medkit? I did not mean to use a medkit. Fuck. Where are my firecrackers? Here they are. And we will get rid of the useless throwing stars, because they are essentially that. Fucking useless. So that drop is there. So what we're going to do... as zombies are stupid and killing themselves. The drop is where? Alright, so we're going to get some of this firecrackers. Come on, boys. Go to the firecrackers for Dad. Oh, what do they not have the dumb zombie AI kick in because I'm far away? Oh, that's stupid. Alright, we're going to try that again. Excuse me. Yeah, they didn't have the zombie AI kick in. That's crazy. Look, because now they're reacting. That's funny. Wonder if that's resources. What the hell's going on there? The zombie is humping the trap. I'm going to leave it at my cousin's house because he has his own computer shop. He's going to look at it. He will let me know. He said, don't take it. Yeah, dude, that's insane. Especially if it's just... And it may not even be that your RAM is bad. It may simply need to be reseated. I've had that happen. Wow. They got balls, son. Now, why are those other running freaks coming out? Why are they coming out? Because it... Oh, they're getting annoying with them with the AI. Like, why are they coming out like every 2 seconds now? I don't remember this in the original game. Tired of you assholes. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on, man. My endurance is better than this now. God damn it. Alright, use a health kit. I need a better weapon here. This weapon sucks too. Do I have any weapon here? Get out of here. Really, there's 3 of them? Alright, let me not. Get out of here. Go away. Oh, Jesus. Thank you. I will take it all. Get away from me. Did I get it? Go away. Are you all gonna die? Sometimes they just dance and nothing happens to them. I don't even think they lose health. I've seen you're getting subs and more people in the stream. Congrats, you deserve it. Yeah, man, thank you. I mean, like I said, I knew for a long time that streaming on a regular basis was detrimental to my channel. You know, and it could be other things too. It could be the algorithm. It could be that I always enjoy the content I make, but maybe I'm putting out better content. You know, it's a lot, you know, so I'm very appreciative of it. I get to do things like play Dying Light for a living. I can't complain. Like, I'm very thankful and humble that I get to do this for a living. Alright, so let's keep going here. Now that I cleared it out almost, let me look what's in this police car. Or, no, I hear someone right around the corner. Come here, step in the trap. Oh, come on! Thank you. Lockpicking on these is always very hard. That means you have to do it every 2 inches, but I have 27 different lockpicks, and I'm a patient man. Review Dying Light USA. I'm enjoying it. Me fucking too. I hear someone else coming. I hear like one of those mass dudes. Yep, knew it. My God. I am opening this up. I am not giving up on this. Or maybe I am, because I am losing patience. Yeah, alright, we're gonna move on from that for now. That actually is a very hard. Alright, so I should drop it off to the quartermaster, but fuck it, I wanna get further in the game here. Man, I'm still that far away from this shit? Wait a little bit. Still got a ways to go here. Let me jump over here because I don't feel like I hate those fucking things. You can craft a new item. Probably should see if I should craft blueprints. Let's see what I got here. Should use the bow and arrow. I haven't used that yet, which is stupid. Don't. I have no special weapons I can make now right now, really? Huh. That sucks. Oh well, guess I'm not making anything. Nothing at least worthwhile anyway. And I don't feel like fighting any of you right now. I know what that battle is, and it is a brutal one. Thoughts on actors playing Blippi? Yeah, it's strange. I wonder what that... You know, maybe his business is growing so much and he's going on the road and shit. I know there's some kind of debacle happened with him on the road too. I don't know. It is what it is, man. Hey, the guy probably can retire and never work another day in his life, so I'm sure he probably necessarily doesn't really give a shit at this point. Keep up the good work, and I will let you know what my cousin says about my computer. All right, thank you, man. I'm curious too. I definitely am, because if they're really wanting to charge you just $500 to change RAM, dude, that's incredible. I'm not going to freeze. Why is... Come on. Really? Really, dude?
It's either your life or mine.
Yep, and you're gonna die. God, you took a slice like that to the neck. You were not just coming back. Damn. Where am I going here? How much further away am I? What? Where the fuck am I? What just happened there? Oh, can I just get down here? Imagine I fell right there. Has happened already before, so it's not something you really need to imagine. Alright. I don't know if they have claymores in this game. Drop. Where am I going here? Find the underwater entrance to the Emerald Pond to get to the museum. Oh, I remember this part sucking. Alright, so I'm gonna have to come back up for oxygen. And then go just kind of do a scoop around. Alright, there. Ah, here we go. Can you turn on the light underground? I have found it. That was easy. I remember that being a pain in the ass first time I did it. Oh well. Man. Kyle could hold his breath, huh? Jesus. Oh, well, no, we are running out of time. We are running out of time. We are running out of fucking time. Alright, now we're not. So where the fuck do I go here? Alright, stop with the weird-ass effects, because I can't goddamn see. Really? Oh, I gotta equip the flashlight. Oops. Find the underwater... Alright, I gotta equip my flashlight. No, it's not that flashlight. Oh, now it works. Can I move these boxes? Is that what I need to do? Kind of looks like it. Oh, I just jump over. Well, fuck. Alright, we are finding our way through, I believe. This part I remember being kind of hard as fuck, too.
Jade's being held hostage at the museum. Troy says the place was originally built as a fortress, and now it's Rice's biggest outpost in Sector 0. I gotta get in there before Jade gets hurt.
Usually I don't watch your streams, but I just want to say thank you for keeping me entertained during work. Could I get a spread your cheeks? Yes, you can.
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Now, let me give you the backstory for people who may be new to the streams with Stanley Kendall. He was found on To Catch a Predator. He himself is a disgusting dude. But the one-liner comedic gold here was from when the TCAP community trolled him and got him to say a bunch of really stupid shit. He is a disgusting guy and a horrible human being, and he was a self-admitted pedophile who also got caught on To Catch a Predator. But the shit that he has said here is literal comedic gold, and that is why it is on my soundboard. Just want to make sure it's abundantly clear. Yay or nay, I've never watched hentai. Isn't that like anime porn or something? Yeah, I remember this part was a fuck. And man, damn, Kyle Crane can hold his breath under fucking water for a while. I might be running out there. Never mind. Come on, Kyle. That is a fucking... Holy fuck. Alright, I'm seeing... Man. No Nut November. Yeah, no thank you. I can't go for a No Nut week. Yeah, this battle is a fucking massive shit show. You'll probably hear me swearing many times. I know there's like a bunch of rooms and people are shooting at you and shit, and it gets fucking crazy. We got... I thought that was a shark. This is as fast as Kyle Crane swims. Yeah, really? Now you're gonna... Oh, no. No, 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 no. Please, fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, shit. I have survived. There are findings that there were Congress people that helped the January 6th insurrection, the January 6th committee. If they don't get prosecuted, will fully... Yeah, and then what if they don't get prosecuted, you know what's going to happen is that other people know they can get away with it. So that's literally like the foundation of where tyranny could start. Because if they realize that, hey, if I have a certain amount of wealth and power, I'm above the law, what's going to stop other people from doing it? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just jump on there, dude? All right. This is gonna collapse, isn't it?
Oh, it feels like it's fire.
Did they indefinitely dispone Dying Light 2? Fuck. No, you're thinking of, not Dying Light 2. You're thinking of, Dead Island 2. That's what you're thinking of. Yeah, this is gonna turn into shit. This is gonna turn into shit real quick. Yep. That wasn't what I was thinking.
I hear you.
I'm in.
That was the easiest part of this. You realize that, right?
You really suck at pep talks, Troy.
Not my job. But good luck.
Where the fuck do I go? This is my last question before I go to bed. Do you think that movie theaters will survive? Do you think the new Spider-Man movie will bring people back to this? I think, like, Hollywood film entertainment will survive, but why can't I use my, You are exhausted. You cannot use a grappling hook. Okay. But yet, I'm exhausted, I can't use a grappling hook, but I can climb with my bare hands up buildings. Video game logic. Alright. But I can kick down wood, too. I am exhausted. I cannot use my grappling hook. Okay, so I'm just going to give up on my grappling hook for now. Alright, so... Yep, that was not what I wanted to do. Yep. Oh shit is right. Time to whip out the gun. In Far Cry... Dude, I played some more Far Cry 6 today. I just can't get into it, man. I can't... It's just the gun... It just feels so generic. It just feels so fucking generic, dude. You know? I don't know.
Hey, look over there. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Good night. Thank God I have that. Yes, I will take your gun. Because my inventory is full, really? What the fuck do I have? Get rid of that stupid fucking shield. Because they're fucking worthless. I might need those. That I will take. I will take your ammo. Not tonight, but we can watch it, because after this mission, I'm probably going to go to bed. Or maybe not even finish this mission, depending on how miserable it goes. I'll finish it tomorrow. Probably. Yeah, this gets weird. Thank God I have a gun.
Fire in the hole.
Yep. The thing that sucks is the gunplay in this is not great. And you are a gentle snowflake when it comes to taking bullets.
Here's a present for you.
Oh, this is gonna get messy.
About time.
Here we go. Yeah, I got a gun too, motherfucker. What you know about that?
There you are.
Ha ha ha! Yeah, see what happened? You are so fragile when it comes to that shit. Thank you, Jay Walker. I'm getting Tomb Raider vibes. No, it's not Tomb Raider at all. Not in the slightest.
Die, motherfucker.
Yeah, come out. Come shoot me.
That
Yes,
the best
I will.
you got, Rise? I can do this all fucking day.
Yeah, they would have kicked your ass, dude, if I didn't have this gun. Thank God I chose to keep the... Ah! Oh, they're shooting for me from up there. Okay, we are... Okay. Fire in your hole, sir. Wait. Oh, come on. Alright, we're gonna need another gun here. I need the rifle. Yeah, you go like all cold. You go all like Far Cry in the spot. Fuck. I can't even fucking see him either. The fuck are you at? Oh shit. Heal. God. That's not me being a boomer. That's how it fucking aims. Guns are not this game's specialty, that's for shit sure. Blew your fucking head off, bro. You too. Fuck you. Oh shit! Oh shit! Pretty much. Like, why do I have to double tap to fucking run? It's so weird. Where are you? I don't want to get shot. It's gonna, like, get half my fucking health off.
Come on! Shove it up your ass!
Yes, please. Where fucking are you? Ugh. Dude. What the fuck? Playing a fucking game of grab ass with me. Just show yourself, dude.
Poor Jade. She's so lonely without you.
Can I make some, No, you can't use... You're too, quote-unquote, exhausted to use the grappling hook. Meaning that that's what they had to do for gameplay design to make it work, is what they're saying. Oh, man. I'll make another one, because Lord knows I am going to need them.
She's waiting for you. Come and get her.
Why rise? I would love to. No. Okay, I'm not doing it that way. Eliminate Rise's guards. Oh wait, what do I have to climb up here? Yes. And where do I go now? Yeah, use my other shotgun here.
Hey, you!
Hey, you! How'd that work out for you, pal? So I don't want to be able to get more of those bullets. Come on.
My stomach. Oh.
Oh, this is like...
Come on. She won't wait for you forever.
Oh! Will my ass wait forever? Ah, it's so clunky, man. Especially when you get used to playing in the style of gotcha headshot. How this game is with the melee combat. Jesus, how many bullets can they goddamn take? Change the... No, I didn't want to heal again, you idiot. Whatever, I guess it's only a one shot. It's a semi-automatic.
She's running out of time. Hurry up, Crane. Come on, Crane. Try harder. You get there too late, and there won't be much left.
Shit. We make some more med kits because I'm going to need them. Yeah, the gunplay sucks in this game, but the melee is fucking incredible. I have to piss again, so I'm going to use this opportunity to piss. Yeah, that's the thing. And this game is incredible, but this is kind of like tedious gunplay. But it is what it is. I'm still enjoying it, though. I think I know what happened here. They're gonna have me do like a boss battle, right? Oh, fuck. Oh, no, 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 no. And I have no more. This is gonna be some shit. This is gonna be some shit. I can make some Molotovs. So that's like putting God damn it. Here we go. Do I have the Molotovs already or no? Yes, I do. Okay. Fix this up. Well, that did pretty much absolutely fucking nothing. Okay. Oh, shit. Hi. Bye.
He's killing everyone.
Who just said that? Oh, hi. Let me whip out the shotgun here. Get up and close. No, I'm not going to do that, actually. I want to save the shotgun bullets because I'm probably going to need them. Kill the infected. Okay. Maybe I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Ah, come on. I thought I could just jump down. Whoops. Come on. Oh, I know I could do this easier. Here. Wasting my time. That was stupid. I could just... Oh, come on. Get out of here. Don't search him. Can't do that to him. Shit, okay. Step back. Just you two. Beautiful. Yes, I will take everything that you got here. Can you grab what's in there? Thank you.
Oh, my stomach. Oh.
What am I missing? I know I didn't get everything. Yeah, I knew it.
Jade? Oh shit. Oh shit, what have they done to you?
Fine, Crane.
Oh,
Dale
yeah.
knocked me over the head before he dumped me in here. Just give me a minute. I'll be right as rain.
You do not have the luxury of a minute, Scorpion. In fact, what little time you have, you owe to me. Thanks to your repair of my antennas, Crane, I've listened to every word any of you have said. How do you suppose I found you, Miss Aldemir? Or the good Dr. Camden? How do you think I broke the connection between
Thank you,
the
Google
sectors?
Fish.
I am the director of this film. And now that I have Zera's research, the GRE will do as I commanded, which renders the two of you useless. Tahir!
Yeah, she's infected.
You took offense, Crane, as I recall, at being referred to as a trained man. But look at you now, dancing for our amusement.
Oh shit.
You are strong enough to have joined me, but you lack the proper character.
Yeah, it's time to whip out that shotgun.
Character-strengthening exercise.
Thank fuck. Come here. Jesus, this fucking zombies can take some fucking bullets. Come here. I don't see anything. The fuck? Oh.
Come on, Jade, let's get out of here.
Escape the museum, really? That's it? Hold on. No, I'm jacking these zombies. No. No, hold on, Jade. We are not done here. Dad needs supplies. John, thank you for becoming a member, man. I appreciate it. Oh, damn, I'm still missing shit. Alright, let's get this shit going.
Oh, Jade, are you hurt? They didn't bite you, did they?
I'm fine.
No, she just normally looks yellow, bro.
Sweet little Jade is far from fine, Crane. She was bitten and infected hours ago. How noble of her to try and hide it from you.
Biter got me on the leg. You didn't need to know.
Once again, you find yourself with a choice, Crane. Your
Oh
precious
shit, I
Scorpion is
remember
about to
this.
turn. But so are you. Who will receive the antazine? Who has a hope of living through this encounter? It's up to you now.
Jade, here. You take this.
No.
No, come on. Listen, I've still got some in my system. You need this worse than I do.
Crane, I just want you to promise me one thing. When the time comes, you're the one who takes me out.
What? No,
Promise me.
Jade, I can't.
This is such a great port.
Crane, can you hear me?
Jade, where are you? Jade?
I need you to hear me, Crane.
Yeah, I mean, that was... They knew they were going to sell people on that.
Crane, can you hear me?
John. I'll play more of it and give it more
Jade,
of a
where are
chance.
you? Jade? What the?
and save me. Not everybody would have offered that.
Oh
vile
yeah, I
way
remember
you did.
this weird part. It's like something in Devil May Cry.
But it's too late for that now. It's too late for me.
Don't talk shit about Total. Oh shit. Well, spread your cheeks and just go to town. That's where you will see the brown. Yeah, come on, Kyle, clumsy fucking crane.
For a while I blamed you for Amir's death. I wanted to kill you.
Can I open this, or
But
is
I
this all a dream?
realized
This is all a dream, so what the fuck am I
It was
doing?
time for Amir. It was time for him to go.
Oh, I thought I wasn't going to grab onto that. The fuck? Oh shit, I almost sideswiped off of there. Did you see that sidestep?
Damn it! Oh, the pain! Oh.
Everybody's life is finite, Crane. You can't deny it. It's pointless.
I thought I could take that as a weapon. That would be pretty cool.
We get here, and eventually we die. And there's nothing we can do to change that.
God! No, not this again! Oh! There were kids in there! No, not again. Oh!
The only thing we can
It's
do
like from Devil
is
May
make what
Cry.
happens in between count.
The remake, not the original one, by the way. Where that was made by Ninja Theory, I think. It's interesting seeing this running on the Switch too.
Save these people. They don't deserve.
Amir's life counted. And now he's gone. Rahim's life counted. And now he's gone. If sacrificing my life means saving everyone in Haran, then that's what I want to do.
Oh, shit! My head! Oh! Oh! Oh!
He's tripping on a horse. Wait, did I just screw up something there? I looked away for a second, really? I don't even know what I just did. Alright, whatever.
Don't take that away from me, Crane.
Climbing the poles.
I was born premature. The doctors didn't think I was going to live. But I fought. I struggled and I fought. And I worked and worked and worked.
Yeah, could you shut up a second? I want to see where I'm going here.
I became a champion. I became the Scorpion. I left my mark on the world.
Yeah, could you stop talking for a second? I'm confused.
You can't save me. You've got to let me save you. Let me save you.
Do you turn around so I can see what the fuck you're talking? Ah, okay. Okay. I am taking a hot rope.
Get the door open! No, not this again. Ugh! Damn it, no, don't let me do this! Oh no. God, Jade, what was that? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
One of us has to live, Kyle. You just remember what you promised me.
All of this, and still you had your choice made for you. Disappointing, Crane. You and you.
Such an obnoxious, generic villain. I will say that. Want to punch him for the wrong reasons. It's not a bad story. I've had better, though. Please let me know I still have the shotgun. Please let me still have the shotgun. Damn, she's savage, huh? Shit.
It's the natural order of things, Crane. Kill or be killed. Eat or be eaten.
Yeah, I chopped off your hand, you piece of shit.
Tahir! Kill that son of a bitch!
Ugh. I always add to the drama by letting out a fart at the perfect opportune time, don't I? Yeah. If I still have my fucking shotgun, it's a wrap. No, I don't. You took my fucking weapons.
Nothing you do will make a bit of difference.
And they took all my health kits, and they took everything. Oh, this is...
Your whole world's about to turn to shit.
I can't fucking... Here we go.
You can't win. Why can't you understand that?
Damn it! Oh, this is gonna suck. Got another hit on you, you fucking bastard. Damn. Come on, fucker. Ah. Come on.
Where is Rise? You will never know, boy. Tell me where he's going.
Ah, cheap ass motherfucker.
wants you, he will find you himself. I can see this kind of talk pains you. Don't worry, the pain will soon be over.
Got hook blade, good, okay. Gotta itch my nose, hold on. You won't let me use my fucking weapons even though I have them? Oh, this is silly. Jesus. Where's the main dude? I want him. Fuck all of you. Jesus, they all have fucking weapons, man. I know it's not over. Shit, there's nothing? They're all fucking throwing shit at me, too. As it should.
I'm not done with you.
Shit, man.
I'm right here. Let's do this.
Aw, damn it. Get up!
I'm right here. Let's do this.
Shit.
This is it for you. Don't be like that. Come down.
Come on! Bullshit. If I have to restart that all over, let's go. Please say no. Alright, good. That would have sucked.
Don't give up now. This is it for you.
How'd he still get me? I jumped over him. Get out of here. Oh, shit.
I'm right here. Let's do it.
Ah, god damn it. Come on.
It's over when I say it's over.
Shut up, dude.
It's over when I say it's over.
Oh, yeah?
Now you're just making me mad.
Fuck off. And you too. Get the fuck over here.
Look at that. Jade lost her life for this thing. It's just lying on the floor. I guess Rice must have dropped it when he was trying not to get shot, huh? Shit, this is just the tissue samples. Where's the other package?
Go to hell, Crane.
Wow, Tahir. You're looking pretty fucked up, huh? Yeah, those don't look like the kinds of wounds you recover from.
So, then kill me.
No, I shouldn't. I should just leave you here to suffer. That's what you deserve.
Yes? Then why don't you?
Because you're not the kind of loose end you leave untied.
Ha ha! Good job, Crane. I'm proud of you, bro.
Troy, it's Crane.
Crane? You're alive.
Troy, Jade's dead.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Crane. I mean it. What happened?
Jade saved my life, Troy. Again. She died saving me.
Crane, you've still got to call off the ministry. That's why Jade sacrificed herself, so you could do this.
Is Savvy there? Has he figured out how to get a message through?
Yes, but to do it, you need to meet me. I have to give you an amplifier that Savvy says can help us break through the signal jamming. I'll wait for you in the safe zone. Halfway to the antenna, where you'll need to mount the amp.
Okay, Troy. On my way.
Alright, now I can use some Take your stuff. Really? Oh, damn, that weapon cuts pretty good, huh? Well, yes, I will take all of your shit. And I will take my shit back. I want... Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take one of those. Do I have my Hell Beast back? Yes, I will take... Farmer's Sickle, Tonto Machete. Sure. Yes, I will take that. I will take that. And I will damn sure take those. Alright. Leave the museum. I would fucking love to. Oops, hit the wrong button. Oh, well, that was... Oh, wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm being a dumbass is what I'm doing. that was all on me. What an idiot. Oops.
Jade and I are both infected, and Rice made us fight for Antizin. She let me have it. Sacrificed her life for me. And when she turned, I had to put her out of her misery. First Raheem, now Jade. I swear I'm gonna fucking make Rice.
Yeah, I think I'm... Alright, so...
Dr. Camden, it's Crane. Do you copy?
Crane, good to hear you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut the stream off there. Can't believe there's still over 500 people here, me playing this late. Almost a 4-hour stream, too. I had a lot of fun. Regular chat, super chat. Thank you all, guys. I will be back tomorrow with more content. And I will see you guys all in the next video. I got some interesting stuff coming up. Have a good one. And I get the hiccups talking now.